Hi there, good morning. It is yet another exciting moment to have you on the screens of GH Police Television. It is 1st June 2026, and you are welcome to the magnificent, marvelous Monday edition of the Safe Start Show, your ultimate morning companion for a secure and vibrant day ahead. I'm Sergeant Yaboy Teboatin, your host, bringing you the pulse of safety live from the National Police Headquarters. Now, this show is streaming live on all our social media platforms, particularly on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, on X. Let's get mutually active. Let's get dialogic. Send us your questions, your thoughts, your comments, your observations, and we'll do well and read them out to you again. We are also available on the digital satellite television channel 362. Joining me this morning as my co-host is a colleague of mine, Sergeant or Policewoman Sergeant Teresa Ado. Good morning, Tess.
Good morning, Sergeant Boite.
How do you do?
Very good. Yourself?
I'm also fantastic.
Thank God.
How was your weekend?
Weekend was kind of relaxing.
Okay.
Yes, there wasn't much activity to actually do, so
I know, right?
It was kind of relaxing for me.
Were you in church yesterday?
I went to church, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Right.
And
I hope you also had a fantastic time.
Oh, yeah. You know, especially when the UEFA Champions League happened on Saturday.
Okay.
Between Paris Saint-Germain and then Arsenal Football Club.
Okay.
You know, Arsenal were very, optimistic, coming from the background of winning the Premier League, the English Premier League too.
Right.
They had wanted to do the double. But then unfortunately
for
they
them,
lost on penalties.
So PSG
had been crowned again as European champions.
That's very
so
good.
Better luck next time to all Ghanaians.
Of course.
And people are even saying that the win by PSG has indeed saved Ghana from noise pollution. Why? Because Ghanaians are loud.
They are loud.
Yeah, when they won,
Sure.
when they were declared champions of the Premier League, they were everywhere on the social platform making noise. You know, they are forgetting that PSG hadn't given up on the European glory.
Right.
Yeah, so yes, they were surprised. But then it was a nice game.
Sure.
Arsenal took the lead, I think, within 6 minutes.
Okay.
And then they decided to soak pressure. But then, you know, you can't really stop Luis Enrique's men, the likes of Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele, Desiree Doué. You know, these guys, they are solid. Vitina, Joao Neves, and all of that.
Right.
So once again, a big congratulations to Paris Saint-Germain for winning the UEFA Champions League, and then better luck next time.
Better luck next time to the Ghanaians.
We are also in the month of June, a new month.
A new month.
This month we are celebrating fathers.
Okay.
In as much as we are struggling for recognition, it is important that this month at least you also appreciate us.
Definitely you will. You will. You know, we cannot take you out of the whole equation.
You know,
so it's just that you are struggling to, you know, be on terms with us. But
we know.
It can never be possible. But then we'll give you the recognition all the same.
Absolutely. Yeah. So later in the month of June, we'll have our fathers being celebrated as we did for our mothers in May. So it's now time for us to also be celebrated as fathers as well. Yes. All right. So we are ready to kickstart your day safely on this platform, on this show, as we usually do. Whether you are thinking about alternative routes to, you know, embark on from wherever you live because of the heavy vehicular traffic that you are anticipating, or planning your weekend from today, we've got you covered. Now, coming up on the show, we're starting off with our traffic updates, and my colleague Sergeant Yusuf Brahima will be bringing us some traffic situations within the Greater Accra region of Ghana. We'll also be bringing you police today. These are stories that are shaping our communities, and so we'll be bringing you police stories that have come up over the 24-hour rates or 24 hours ago. I'll also be switching over to the police hospital when it's time for essential health tips, where we'll be bringing you a particular subject matter on your health. Remember that on this platform, we always raise the awareness that your health is your wealth. And then as well, with our big conversation this morning, we'll be having the Director, Anti-Human Trafficking Unit, CID Headquarters, Superintendent of Police, Mr. William Ayariga, join us later for us to delve into some successes or some headway made by his outfits, especially rescuing some, Ghanaians and some international individuals who have been brought into Ghana, you know, under the pretext of securing some white-collar jobs, and then they end up, you know, into some social vices. And so he'll be joining us pretty soon on the show today. And then with the birthdays, we are in the month of June, and so police officers and their loved ones who are celebrating their birthdays in the month of June will take time sharing their excitement because it is a special day in their lives. And so we wish them well live on air. Sergeant Tess, you know, today is first day in the month of June.
Sure.
And surprisingly, we have some great or some fantastic personalities who will be celebrating their birthday today.
All right.
And so we'll take time and then, you know, celebrate with them.
Definitely.
Yeah, right. Okay. So this is another things you should expect on this platform on today's edition of the Safe Start Show. We are going for a quick break. When we resume from the break, we'll keep the ball rolling. Remember that a safe start leads to a great day. You stay on, we'll be right back. Welcome back from that break. And so we are diving in right with our traffic updates, and my colleague Sergeant Yusuf Brahima, as I mentioned earlier, is back to the studios after visiting the Old Parliament traffic intersection on the High Street earlier today to really bring us what is really happening in terms of vehicular movement and the deployment of some officers belonging to the Motor Traffic and Transport Department. Good morning, Brahima.
Good morning, big man.
How do you do?
How do you do too?
You're welcome back from the weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, Saturday PSG were crowned champions.
Oh yeah.
I know you're excited, you know.
Why do you think I'm excited? I am not a PSG fan.
No, but I know that certainly between PSG and Arsenal, you wish for PSG to win the cup.
Why?
Yes, because when Arsenal won the Premier League, you sat on this same platform.
Can you say? Can you imagine? You see, the fact that I was against them winning the EPL, I mean, it doesn't mean I was still against them joining.
So were you craving for Arsenal to win the UEFA Champions League?
Not entirely. I mean, I didn't mind whoever won. I mean, as far as they are not my teams, I didn't mind.
But I prayed that PSG should win. And
really? And you were happy? Why? Would you have any special hatred for Arsenal?
Because, you know, Arsenal, so far as I support a team in England, Arsenal is one of my rivalry clubs, you know, and so in as much as they won,
but this is not a domestic trophy.
No, I don't care. But I know it's about European glory and European, bragging rights. You understand? Liverpool, we have won 6 UEFA Champions Leagues, which no club in England have ever won that. You understand? Right. So we want Arsenal to suffer, you know, in that particular regard.
No, but at least if they had won one, it wouldn't change anything.
No, Chelsea,
you know, it is Chelsea that should rather be against Arsenal winning. Because, you know, as now, you still remain the only club in London who has the EPL, the Champions League. You understand? So we should be fighting for...
City have also won the Champions League.
I'm talking about we London base.
Oh, okay. The London club.
We are not talking about Manchester. Manchester people should do their... But London, when we come to London right now, the only club in London which has the Champions League is Chelsea.
The Champions League is an European tournament. And so whether you are in London, you are wherever, you are in England.
No, we are talking about London proper.
All right.
London is the heart of England.
Yeah, okay.
You people are just bystanders.
Not even talking about Manchester.
Oh, forget about it. And Manchester has only one. Manchester City has only one.
I'm talking about Manchester United.
I'm talking about City.
No. Talk about United.
So you see, aside my Liverpool, right? Yeah. Liverpool has how many European trophies?
6 trophies.
No, we are talking about European trophies. You have about 13 of them. And then Chelsea has 9 of them in all, you understand? So, I mean, after Liverpool, we are next when it comes to European glories. So, we are not bothered.
United?
Oh, we surpass them. When we come to European glories, we surpass them.
Come at you.
Oh, don't mind them. Last season, they played 4 poles, so we are succeeding them this season. Yes, that is why we are succeeding them this season.
Okay.
Yes. All right, so good morning and welcome to today's traffic update on your Safe Start show with me, Sergeant Yusuf Brahima. So, just as my brother said, we're just returning from the High Street. I'm at the Old Parliament traffic intersection where we are bringing you the traffic situation this morning. Before that, let's look at the traffic situation around the National Police Headquarters. So, if you are from Dankwa Circle and then you are coming to the Ghana National Fire Service traffic lights, there's a bit of traffic this morning, so you should slow down and then expect the officers there to guide you as to what you are supposed to do. And also from the fire service to the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, there's also a bit of traffic, but officers have still been deployed there to ensure that you move around easily without any trouble. So producer, kindly let viewers know exactly what is happening at the Old Parliament traffic intersection on the High Street as we captured a while ago, so that they will know what to expect going into the day. So this is the situation at the Old Parliament traffic intersection as we captured a while ago. So from the SEPS traffic light to the Old Parliament traffic light, as you see on your screen, there's free flow of traffic from there. So if you are coming from the Independence Square, whether you are coming from Ministries or wherever you are coming from that angle, from Osu or anywhere closer to that place, you are going to find your way through safely to the Old Parliament traffic intersection without any trouble. Whether you're heading to the Bank of Ghana, the Old Bank of Ghana building, I must say, you wouldn't have any issue. And also from the Old Bank of Ghana to the Old Parliament traffic lights, as you can see on your shot now, I mean, there's also free flow of traffic. You didn't have any issue there, but officers have still been deployed. Inspector Nicholas Donko has been deployed from the Accra Central MTTD to ensure that you move around easily without any trouble. The traffic lights are not working, so please, when you get there, the officer is there to ensure that you move around easily without any trouble. So please listen to him and obey the directions that will be given by him. And also from the Old Parliament to Tema Station, as you can see on your shot, I mean, the road is virtually empty, so there's free flow of traffic if you are moving from the Old Parliament traffic light and then you're heading towards Tema Station. And also from the ECG, I mean, traffic lights also coming to the Old Parliament traffic light as well. I mean, the traffic is also free, just as you can see on your screen. So this morning, this is the situation at the Old Parliament traffic intersection from the ECG traffic light coming into the Old Parliament, whether you are turning on your right to the Old Bank of Ghana or you're heading towards Jamestown or any of those areas, you wouldn't have any major trouble at the Old Parliament traffic intersection, as you can see on your screen. Whether you're turning on your left to the Tema Station or you're going straight to the Independence Square as well, just as you can see, if you're turning on your left to the Tema Station, you wouldn't have any issue. If you're also going straight to the Independence Square as well, you wouldn't have any trouble at all, because there's virtually the road is virtually empty, because they are just, I mean, vehicles coming in one after the other without any major issue there. Ideally, the situation is not going to change if there's no major incident at the traffic intersection, as you can see on your screen. So this morning, this is the situation on the High Street, specifically at the Old Parliament traffic intersection, just as you can see on your screen. And the officer has also been deployed, like I said earlier, to ensure that you move around easily without any major trouble. And the officer who has been deployed there is Inspector Nicholas Donko. Good kudos to you, Inspector Nicholas Donko, for what you're doing there. The traffic is not working, but then you are managing the traffic manually to ensure that motorists move around without any major issues. So this is the traffic situation from the Old Parliament traffic intersection, as you saw a while ago on your screen. So ideally, like I said, the situation won't change any much if there's no major incident. And then if there's any major incident, I'm sure that will come your way and then update you as to what you're supposed to do and what are the alternative routes that you can use to avoid getting into any major trouble there. So my brother Sergeant Yabo Teboateng, this is the situation at the traffic intersection at Old Parliament. But remember that on the Salah day, the devil was put to shame. So just as the president said, you know, the president said that some people were saying that those who were giving Xmas jollof, Salah meat is expected.
Okay.
And to those who were giving Salah meat, Christmas jollof is expected. A word to the wise is enough.
Thank you, Sergeant Yusuf Brahima, because the last time we acknowledged your gifts from yourself to the Public Affairs Directorate after the Eid al-Adha celebration that we've enjoyed the Salah meat. And so, but they still owe us, because during Eid al-Fitr, you deceived us. And your birthday too, there was no show. So out of 3, you've only honored 1 bit of the agreement. And so please, Christmas, we'll do our best and then tell you that for us, we are committed Christians, you understand? So we cannot lie to you. Yeah. So please, you have a deficit of 2. So please find a way of solving that particular problem. All right. So viewers, thank you so much for your time with us. That was traffic updates brought to us by our very own colleague, Sergeant Yusuf Brahima, from the Old Parliament traffic intersection on the High Streets in the Greater Accra region of Ghana. And so if you are a road user and then you'll be using that particular stretch, please be mindful of that development. And so let me send this big shout out going out to policewoman Lance Corporal Esther Kunedu Jan. You are stationed at Goso District Police Command, or the Goso District Police Headquarters. You are a dedicated viewer of GH Police Television. Good morning going out to you, and then all other police officers who are stationed at the Goso District Police Headquarters. So good morning, policewoman Lance Corporal Esther Kunedu Jan. All right, so next segment coming up is Police Today, and our colleagues who will be doing us this great service are already seated with us here in the studios. But before that, enjoy this break. I want to resume from that particular short break. We'll serve you with police-related stories.
Welcome from that quick commercial break. If you just joined in, this is Safe Start on GH Police TV. We are live on all our social media handles. We are on X, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're also streaming on DSTV channel 362. With us to do the police stories, we have Corporal Sergeant Sawe and then Sergeant Benedicta Brago. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Please, what do you have for us on security issues?
Okay, to our first story, IGP interacts with police personnel deployed on Atebubu, Yeji Road. The Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Teteyuhunu, has interacted with police personnel deployed along Atebubu, Yeji Road as part of ongoing efforts to strengthen security and safety on the stretch. During the interaction, the IGP commended the officers for their dedication and professionalism and encouraged them to remain vigilant in the discharge of their duties. He reaffirmed the police administration's commitment to supporting personnel in maintaining law and order and ensuring the safety of commuters and residents within the area.
Young Posty Sahini, Mr. Christian Techeho, no any posty for or more a bobine or a tebubu, Yeji Quanso, Eddie in Kitahon, a far bamba, a more Eddie Shishaya, in Posty Sahini, Eddie a good aquamu, a war, a tebubu, Yeji Quantum Pono, a sono, a home. A war in Kitao, dear no more, young Posty Sahini, a can fall, Posty Forno, a war more, our farmer, and a one more Edumaya Hunim, dear pa. One more a day a year eduma. Or sanso as a one more in crying say, one more uncle swa and ye, no more Emma, one more and in the hall, a one more eduma, one more a year no emu. Young Posty Sahini, as sanso esi sudria, actually posty forno, post eduma kuno, see a sinable, say a bebois, near eduma for ama one more etumi, a year eduma, a day a cra umra, and it is a year emu. Na abwa ama. A any one more at him patem honso, or more anya hobamba, edi.
On to our next story, MTTD cracks down on the use of unauthorized siren and emergency lights on Kaswa Winneba Highway. The Central East Regional Police Motor Traffic and Transport Department has arrested 13 drivers for the unauthorized use of sirens and emergency lights during the special enforcement exercise conducted along the Kaswa Winneba Highway. The operation, carried out on 30th of May 2026 at Budumburam, formed part of ongoing efforts to enforce road traffic regulations and promote discipline among motorists. During the exercise, the drivers were found using sirens and emergency lamps without the required authorization. The MTTD Task Force educated the offenders on regulations 65 and 74 of the Road Traffic Regulations 2012, that is LI 2180, after which they were processed in accordance with the law. The unauthorized sirens and lamps were removed from the vehicles and drivers were issued warning letters and cautioned against engaging the practice in the future. The Central East Regional Police Command remains committed to enforcing road traffic regulations and ensuring order and safety on the country's roads.
Chediani Echemu, a woman finfini mantamu, a hona post, a dumakuno, name crabata, a share a council in some, a home, Mechre Motor Traffic and Transport Department, and no, actually, any pa, a dumian san, one more a day in temper, abe, me chest siren, and a year, and Kanya, I would draw a go or more, a shay anymore, and a soa, and nam emra council. Duma dieno akoso ewo kotoni mabosome leda etoso aduasa ewo afe impimienu ene aduonu insiamu ewo budumbram amra mpanifo ede hyehyeye egu akwanmu ede ehye ka kwanso emraso diemu kena ewo duma dienu mu no yehunu droba fo dumiensan a omo ede intempe aben eye sare no ene nkane ahodo egugu omote ase nam enimu ene eso a enam emra kwanso MTT difoɔ no ɛnam akwanya no so ɛkyerɛkyerɛ asenkafo a yɛakye wɔn no ɛmo ne yɛyɛ a wɔn yɛyɛ no mmara no ɛfa ɛkyerɛ ɛyɛ regulation 65 and 74 a ɛno ɛwɔ ɛkwan so mmara no emu mekyerɛ road traffic regulations LI 2180 no emu ɛno akyi no ɛna wɔn ɛde wɔn ɛfa ɛkwan so ɛyɛ adrobafo a na omo ede ntempe eye nkanea ene aben no agu omo afidie mu no posi etutu ni nyina amono mu hwa na eno echi no na yede krata ema omo omo ede omo nsa ehye na eye kokobo ede ama omo se ne ya omo yeye no enye ade a omo ebeye biem eno nti eye mfimfini epoye mantemu no na makwanya iso ka kire omanfo titiri ene mo a mo yusu eye Accra Winneba kwantempon no se wo sa enema ni bi o fidie mu entempe aben mo de bo people ye hunu da bia wo ye kwan no so enkane a ahodo amode agu ehyen no anim ene apampamu no se ebi wo fidie mu na se enam emra kwan so a ana se emra no emma utumi se wo ye sa enema no oti ase ne mu a bo modua na eyi firim efi se omo eto omo ho ese wo se sa ne ye no eyade a wo mo ebetu ase.
Right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I think the MTTD is actually enforcing the law on the use of sirens, illegal use of sirens by road users who are not permitted to. And I think it's welcoming news because it's going to bring discipline on our roads. What do you make of it? What is your take on that?
Personally, I think this particular news is a very good news. This practice is very worrying on our roads, especially during the peak hours, in the mornings and then in the evening after work, when you are going home. You see people with all sorts of sirens and horns and lights and all of that on the road who want to dodge traffic and then make it faster to get home. Meanwhile, there are people in the traffic, and then the worrying part is they are not authorized to use such sirens. The law states clearly the people who are entitled to use those sirens and the lamps. And in other cases, special cases, where you are unauthorized but you are allowed to, you are given a motorcade to lead you. But in this case, they've taken the law into their own hands, and then they are engaging in all this practice. I think it's very bad. So MTCD is doing a great job.
Very well.
Pishaya posi adwuma ko ne nkrabata ehwe ekwan so nsem no asemu kena no eyade a eye ekwan paso pa o ya kwantempon no so chese anopa awia anwumra wo behu chese na bi wo ho a ono ankasa na ode nkane anagu animu no ode wow opentem achem ayesa amma wo sa wo yo hyenkani a eya hometia ma koduru ba bi a esan se wo hu se we ya no kra we nya no kra nti na bia no obi nkwa dasen mu enya ambulance no enko ana bo aben ebi asem bitimi si wo ba bi oyarefo obi jare a wotumi se ohia entempe so ayarehwe na ebi a oda ankrankra ka yi bi mu na ebi a ebo wa eno enya de taisi nti no behu na wa makwan na we die enam so obi eye nti so obi nkwa akra wesen mu a wontimi ehu ena ye nuanom omo etwi moto no eye okada fo no omo so afide ato omo ho so na no ewo ya kwan yi so nwumra ye kofie na yem so makoyi emu awomo edeko emu no eda ambulance ehyehyɛ ye wo ho efa ma mo fa emu no na moto fo yi saso bebre give you omo yi omo nan wow omo yi omo nan omo de pia wo chase nam na wutimu no emra ne sen emra wasa nyama we nyina ho nte ye kwan pa se ye posi adwumako no ne nkrabata ehwe kwan so mra no masan hye emra ne mokina na se ekoso a bi gidi se sa ne ye na ekoso kwan so no ebeja titire ne omo wo kasa kese no Land Cruiser for no
SUVs 4x4
omo nam kwan ne so a yi anopase na na chese wo no wase wo pa ba bi de wo kokoro maja no ekose no mo bese de omo na wo chase na papa nte ya de a kwan a ye posi adwumako no ne kwabata ehwe ka kwan so nsem no eso no amaso no de ya de ye ekwan paso pa ya bo mabaso monyere mo ho pa na ya de ha adwen e wo man yi mu pa.
I think she raised an interesting topic which I think we need to get the difference.
Yeah.
The difference between a hearse and an ambulance.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Sa
A hearse and an ambulance. And who has to be ambulance and the fact will be
So the education have to come through.
Exactly.
I'm sure with time as this thing is going on.
Exactly.
you'll get to know.
a fibia chomo ya church sa ne ma so share police tv a ne bo ho da group
Yeah, traffic orientation.
yes obi adwuma odie what I say abembo no ya ye hu ye sika kra bia fo no emra ma wo mo kwan what I say mo ye ntem peso sa na asopete no so e wo mo so edie e na de e fa emu no eno so emra ne fa bi edey omo ewo omo de na wo na wo akofa wo ankasa wankra wo ti ase na se eso enu to de nkane agu animu na wo de wa ye bia nim se se si ayefa ne se nkana hai obi anim se eye amasama poku ase kwan ya de aye nti wo mu adompem ye de ebo menu asa wafa kwan ne so na hu se omo workers akese no omo wo saren ne bia ankasa omo de nam saa wa hwe kra no de hia wo so ko yo hu gidigidi se sia bebi obemu wa wo ti ase na no de akoto no ya de ha adwen o wie so a wo nyina na wase wajapade nti ya de a wo kwan paso pa mpanifo nche so mo de gu akwan no e beboa pa ama sa ne ma ne so de ati.
Yes, it is a worrying situation on our roads, you know, especially when I think a couple of weeks ago we had the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Dr. Sasu Mensah, come on this platform to educate us on what the road traffic regulation speaks about when it comes to the usage of sirens, horns. You know, Ghanaians, I don't know, but I don't know whether we are stubborn in nature or something. But then, you know, it's all about enforcement. You know, where we have gotten to, we don't have to really tolerate or entertain anybody who has made it a point that they are not going to adhere by the regulations. People drive around, make unnecessary noise, you know, install strobe lights on their vehicles without seeking approval from the police or the DVLA. But then there's clarity in the law. Once you go contrary to what the law speaks about, you must be arrested, taken to court, and then you are prosecuted. And then with the interaction by the IGP with some personnel who belong to the Atebubu, Yeji area. Yes, you know, when you have the head of an organization, you know, coming down to your level to interact with you, it enhances operational efficiency. And I believe that police officers who work along that stretch will be very motivated, you know, to put up their best, you know, especially when the IGP told them that he acknowledges the hard work that they put in place, you know, in the protection of lives and property, maintenance of law and order. I believe that every police officer who is watching us, you may not know when it may be your turn, because the man is highly unpredictable. Exactly. But then the last time he said it that every region within Ghana, I mean the police regions, the 25 regions, the police administration has an eye in all of these regions. And so don't think that probably you are stationed in somewhat Sola or Jirapa, and so you think you are far away from the headquarters, so you may not be seen. But then eyes are everywhere watching you. So the most important thing is that once you put on the uniform as a police officer, make sure that you demonstrate extreme professionalism in your line of work. And definitely when you do your good work, your reward will come. You understand? This one they are saying that the promotion is you don't wait for you to die before you come back for it.
Of course.
And so I believe that the interaction is something that we need to laud the IGP and then members of the police management board for that particular feat as well.
And you can actually see the happiness
exactly drawn on their faces. You understand?
I was present. So
exactly. You know, yeah. So I was there. Most of the police officers hadn't you know seen the IGP face to face before, and so it was indeed an honor, you know, to meet the IG and the members of the police management board. So yes, so thank you so much, boss, once again.
All right, thank you so much, boss, for this great honor done, colleagues in our table. And also, this is a warning sign going into road users. Do not abuse the sirens. If you're not authorized to use the siren, please don't install them in your vehicles, because the law will catch up with you and you will not be actually spared when found culpable. Right. So we'll be taking a quick breather, and then we'll come back to give you more of our segments. Please stay tuned.
Are you aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. TrafficTech GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Pew!
Road crashes or accidents are of great worry to everyone. In view of this, we need to be alert on things that brings about accidents on our roads, leading to deaths of our loved ones. It is of this reason that Traffic Orientation Show on GH Police TV seek to teach, educate all road users, being it drivers, riders, pedestrians, on the rules and regulations and road traffic as to reduce road accident. Make time to watch Traffic Orientation Show every day on GH Police TV as we bring you more insight on road traffic related issues. You can also watch us on DSTV channel 362 and other digital channels. On Traffic Orientation Show, we say drive safely, arrive alive.
Hello.
Hello, Mama Joa.
Hey, only I'm at home, can't you?
What is say?
Nami adumo bokona way.
Adumo, mega yo-yo. With schoolmate.
It's one can't you?
Hey, it's a sad year. You say my copy or Canada.
Wow.
I couldn't be up and no point in a show number every week. Company no air pay into my 4 Canada. Now, she said, a woman is say, company no bit ya imu half. Now pay man switch you half. Scanning 80,000. And no sana at
Mama, Madame should be able to get Canada. The name is Noboga. But say, about a good year to man say, Miss Waiting me free Ghana, about the coming more Canada. Oh, no, say, no one in say, come in, no. I'm going to your half, not to make your half. Until you mean your woman.
Nana, you want to the other. Say, in Papanuphobia or Maba. Obama Catcher will say, or Canada, and then say, or France, Embo, Abutin Kuna can be. Now, Catcher will say, Akonaba, Inti, Akonyan, agent, our Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and I said, Burkina Faso, Inti Faho. Now, we know Gata, the Hona with you, and over Canada, and I said, France, and I said, Abutin Kuna can. Now, make us up there, sing who, a drop. Hey, you will do back. Or bet you wash it then. Or bet you lose again now. We can't have a queen now already. We are what for so. Or bet so it is a want to suffer with you. Hey, now, say you go now for 1 part. Come back to sound 1 minute. You can't bet my woman, you bet my you bet my woman, bet you by your papa. And you are not for some. Let me together for you. Intimiliano, no mamma in now. No matter what toss any pabonini and any pabonu from effigy.
Welcome back from that break and thanks for staying with us. It is still the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television. This is where you stay informed, you stay ahead, you stay safe. Next segment on the show is the sports updates. And today I'll be bringing you details within our sporting disciplines. I made mention that gradually most of the sporting activities are coming to an end as a result of the 2026 FIFA World Cup to be hosted in the United States of America, Canada, and then Mexico. But then in Ghana, and then within the police sporting disciplines, the volleyball league is still in action. There was an outstanding game between Calibi and police for both the men and the women. But unfortunately, the Ghana Police Service lost to Calibi. In fact, Calibi is becoming a thorn in our flesh, Sergeant Tess. You know, Mr. Bernard Mone's team. You know, and I think it's about time we devise a means of dealing with them exactly, because they can't be beating us back to back like that.
It's just a small team.
Exactly,
yeah, so I think you have to work on your game.
Yes, we'll devise a strategy to beat them going forward. And so, with the outstanding game between Calibi and then the Ghana Police Service, with the men, it ended 3-2 in favor of Calibi, and then with the women, it ended 3-0 in favor of Calibi. However, on Sunday, in the match day 11 of the same competition or tournament, police also secured 3-0 win over IPC for both the men and the women. This happened at the Amandi volleyball court here at the National Police Training School, Tesano in Accra. And so with that particular game, the Ghana Police Service secured victory for both the men and the women. But then with Calibi, we lost to them for both the men and women. So Calibi, please watch out. We'll have to devise a strategy of matching in both for both. Now, in a different developments with the Ewutu Senya East Municipal Football Association, Kaswa to be precise, Sergeant Tess, Ghanaian football legend Samuel Nkum, champion right back. He is a World Cup winner with the under-20 Black Satellite team that competed in the World Cup in 2009 in Egypt. And so Samuel Nkum has a football club, Samuel Nkum Football Club, that participates in the Division 3 in the Ewutu Senya area, the central parts of the country. They are winners of their zone. And so on Sunday, 7th of June, at the Tuba AstroTurf at Kaswa, they will be crowned champions. It's a coronation match between Samuel Nkum Football Club and Youth Age Football Club. And so 5 p.m. is kickoff at the Tuba AstroTurf. We are calling for every football fanatic to make your way to the Tuba AstroTurf on the 7th of June 2026 at 5 p.m. It's going to be a very wonderful game to behold. Samuel Nkum Football Club versus Youth Age Football Club. 5 p.m. is kickoff at the Tuba AstroTurf. It is the 7th of June 2026, and Samuel Nkum, as we all know, has paid his dues, to our country Ghana by way of football. And so, since he has an academy, he believes that is the only platform for him to also give back to society, where he's nurturing young talents, to feed into our football mainstream. And so, Samuel Nkum, we are promising that we'll be there on Sunday, 7th of June 2026, to support you as you are being crowned champion of your zone in the Division 3 league. Right. Okay, so that is all with our sports. That's all with our sport. Okay, so there's another story coming in. It is a hockey game that happened between police and then ACK ladies. With the women division, it was 0-0, was goalless, and then with the men, it was police against Exchequers. And so police also lost by 2-1 against Exchequers in the hockey league as well. And so it was a draw game for the women's team of the Ghana Police Service, but the men also lost to Exchequers by 2-1. That is it with hockey. All right, so that is the latest in our world of sports today on the Safe Start Show. We are going for another break. When we return, we'll serve you with our health tips.
Morning viewers, this is Health Tips on Safe Start. My name is Ama Doide Saki. I'm a critical care nurse at the police hospital. Today we'll be discussing another interesting topic, a topic that we usually do not discuss, but it is very, very important because it helps in to manage our patients who come to the hospital. It helps to manage their expectations from us as health workers in terms of how long they stay in the hospital. So today we'll be discussing a topic called triaging. It sounds like a big English, but it is very simple. Triaging simply means that prioritizing patients and sorting them out and taking care of them based on the severity of their complaints. So it also helps to kind of control the traffic when it comes to emergency situations and all that. So usually we use this triaging system in the emergency unit. We have principles of triaging. So somebody will say that I came to the hospital very early this morning, but I have not been seen. Other people are being taken care of. So in the system of triaging, we do not look at a first come, first serve basis. We take care of patients based on the severity of their cases. So the sickest person is seen first, and then we'll be able to save each and everybody's life. So in a hospital, we categorize our patients when we triage them. So sometimes you come to the hospital and then you realize that they will take your vitals, and then they will tell you that you are going this way, you are going this way, and then you are also going this way. It is a system of triaging and sorting out the patients so that we know who is sick and who needs immediate care, so that we'll take care of them, and then we'll be able to prevent complications as well. I'll start by dealing with the way we do our triaging. We group our patients into 4. So the first category are the patients who are critically ill and need immediate care. This is because if you don't take care of these patients early, they will have complications, and some of them can even die. So when you come, we take your vitals, and based on that, the assessment that we've done, we will say that you are going here. We are going to take care of these patients early. And then we have the second category are the ones who their illness is serious, but then they can wait for some time. So they are also grouped into those categories. And then we have the third ones. The third ones are the ones that can be delayed a bit. They can wait. And then the last group are the ones who are very sick. They are critically ill than the first category, but then their condition is such that there's little we can do about it. So we have to make sure that those patients are comfortable, and then we will be able to take care of them as and when the need arises. So some of the first category are somebody who has come with an accident and is bleeding, someone who has come with an asthma and is not able to breathe. So these two people are very, very sick. If I don't stop the bleeding, the patient can bleed, and then they will run into another complication, and then it means their heart is going to stop. They can have a cardiac arrest. The one who is not breathing very well, an asthmatic who has come and is in crisis, I need to take care of that patient well, because the airway, the breathing is compromised. So you need to take care of that person early. And then another person is the one who has come with maybe hypertension. That person too, I've checked the BPs and I've realized that the BPs are very high. If I don't take care of that person early, the person can get a stroke, which is a complication. So it is a way of controlling traffic in an emergency situation. That's the triaging, so that each and every patient is taken care of within a time frame that their condition can permit. What we expect from our patients is that when you come to the hospital, you don't understand anything, you can actually ask people for explanations to be given. I know that in a hospital situation, we do not have the luxury of time where you get people to explain things to you, but once in a while you can talk to people and then they can explain some of these things to you. And then anytime you are sitting in a queue and you are waiting, be assured that you are doing very well. Your condition is not that serious and that it will definitely get to your turn. This is something small that I would like to educate the public about, because sometimes they come to the hospital and then they even get into confrontations with some of the healthcare workers because of some of these things. They have been to the hospital. Somebody says that maybe I had check, maybe I have 50 and up 6, I bought 10, me that's what it is because we are sorting out our patients so that we take care of those who came in with serious conditions first, and then we'll do it as and when each and everybody's turn. We'll reach each and everybody's turn. Thank you very much.
Viewers, that was Deputy Superintendent of Police, Madam Amasaki. She's a critical care nurse at ICU at the police hospital. And then she took us through triaging, what triaging is all about. And then she actually categorized the health care assessment into various parts. So when you go to the hospital and you're actually told to sit and wait, please bear with them because they have to assess the degree of ailment that is been reported to them so that they get the critical care and attention to those whose conditions are on the dire pedestal. So kindly bear with them when you get to the hospital, and then you would be sorted out as and when your time is due.
Yes, I believe, Sergeant Tess, this is an important discussion we need to talk about anytime we visit the hospital. You know, there are moments when you may feel that you've reported to the hospital quite early. Than someone who just came in, but then attention is drawn to the person, you know.
Who just came in.
And oftentimes you try to register our displeasure to these health workers. Yes. But with triaging, from what DSP Amasaki is telling us, it means that cases may not be the same. Yes. You know, individuals may come to the hospital, but then we have varied medical conditions. And so it is their responsibility, and as professionals, they are supposed to be able to identify whom requires immediate attention. Exactly. So, you know, Madam Saki was saying that someone may come in with hypertension, you know, which is so high. If that person is not given early medical attention, the person may, you know, end up getting stroke. Maybe probably you may be having some stomach upset, you know. And so comparing someone with a high blood pressure and to your stomach upset, whom do you think may require? And so it's about sorting out, you know, medical conditions that require urgent attention. That is basically what triaging means. Yeah, so those of us who are fond of going to the hospital to be fighting these people, I think it's about time we ask questions, you know, as she said, that when you get there and then something is being done and you don't really understand, please open up, ask questions, and then they will tell you why they are working that hard. It is not something that is deliberate to just ignore you and attend to someone, you know. Yeah, understand.
I'm sure if it is you, they would also do the same.
Absolutely,
so
exactly. And you may not be able to tell whom may really, you know, or which people may really affect or be affected by this kind of occurrence. And so that is what happens at the hospital. So that is all triaging means. All right, so away from the essential health tips, which was brought to us by DSP Madam Amasaki, we are going for another breather. When we return, other segments or bring you more details on this particular show. Stay on, we'll be right back.
Hey, only I'm a tongue catcher.
What is say?
Namia do more, but on away.
I know a mega yo-yo. I was schoolmate.
It's a one catcher.
Hey, it's a sad year. It's a copy of Canada.
Wow.
I couldn't be up. And no point in a show number every week. Company no air pay at my 4 Canada. Now, she said, a woman is say, company no bit ya in more half. Now, pay man switch you have scanning 80,000. And no sana at
Mama, Madame should be able to get another. Nana Boga. What's up when you're about a good year to man say, Miss Waiting your free Ghana, about the coming more Canada. Oh, no say, no one in say, company no. I'm moving to your sick, I'm moving to your half, not to make your half. Until you mean your walk on me home.
Nana, you want to the other. Say, in Papanuphobia or Maba. Obaka catcher will say, or Canada. And then say, or France, Embo, Abuchin, Kuna, can be. Now, catcher will say, Akonaba, Inti, Akonyan, agent, our Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and answer Burkina Faso, Inti Fao. Now, we know Grata, the Honda with you, and over Canada, and answer France, and answer Abuchin, Kuna. Now, never shall be seen blue and drop. Hey, you will do back. Or bet you was again. Or bet you who's again now. We can't have a queen now already. We are what for so. Or best so it is I want to suffer when you will. Hey, now, say you go now for one time. Come back to one thing now. You can't go to my room. You go to my you go to my home. I'm waiting for your papa. And you are not for some. Let me together for you. Intimidano, no mamma in now. No mamma got toss any pabonini and any paboni from Effidium. Hello, our cherished viewers. I'm DSP William Ayarika, the Director of the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit of the Ghana Police Service. I want to take this opportunity to advise and lay Ghanaians about the modus operandi of criminal gangs using travel abroad as a means to deceive and recruit unsuspecting Ghanaians to West African neighboring countries. On arrival, they collect huge sums of money ranging between 40 to 50,000, seize their travel documents, and force them to online internet business activities. So anytime you get an offer to come to any West African neighboring country to facilitate your documents, you must do what we call due diligence before embarking on such journey. And if you have any doubt, don't hesitate to get in touch with my office, located at the 5th floor of the Criminal Investigation Department of the Ghana Police Service for further clarification. Thank you for your attention.
Are you aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders, have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. TrafficTech GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Pew!
Hey, only I'm a tongue catcher.
What is saying?
Namia do more bokona way.
I know a mega yo-yo. I was schoolmate.
It's one catcher.
Hey, it's a sad year. Let's say my cookie or Canada.
Wow.
I couldn't be up and no point in a show number every week. Company no air pay and my 4 or Canada. Now, she said, a woman is say, company no bit ya, it will have. Now, pay man of switch you have scanning 80,000. And no sana at
Mama, Madame should be able to get another. Nana names are no boga. But say, about a good year to man say, Miss Whitney and Free Ghana, about the come more Canada. Oh, no, say, no one in the say, company no. I'm moving to your sick, I'm moving to your half, not to make your half. Into me, I'm more woman.
Nana, you want to the other. Say, in Papa Phobia or Maba. Obaka catcher will say, or Canada, and then say, or France, Embo, Abuchin Kuna can be. Now, catcher will say, Akonaba, Inti, Akonyan, agent, our Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and answer Burkina Faso, Inti Fao. Now, no grata, the Hona with you, and over Canada, and answer France, and answer Abuchin Kuna can. Now, make us up with Singu, a drop. Hey, you will do that. Or bet you wash it then. Or bet you lose again now. We can't have a queen now already. We are what for so. Or bet so it is a super new blood. Hey, now, send me going down for 1 part. Come back to sound 1 minute. You can't bet my woman, you bet my you bet my woman, bet you by your papa. And you are not for some. Let me to Ghana for you. Intimiliano, Mamma Manindao, Mamma got toss any pabonini, and then paboni from Effidim.
Hello, our cherished viewers. I'm DSP William Ayarika, the Director of the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit of the Ghana Police Service. I want to take this opportunity to advise and lay Ghanaians about the modus operandi of criminal gangs using travel abroad as a means to deceive and recruit unsuspecting Ghanaians to West African neighboring countries. On arrival, they collect huge sums of money ranging between 40 to 50,000, seize their travel documents, and force them to online internet business activities. So anytime you get an offer to come to any West African neighboring country to facilitate your documents, you must do what we call due diligence before embarking on such journey. And if you have any doubt, don't hesitate to get in touch with my office, located at the 5th floor of the Criminal Investigation Department of the Ghana Police Service for further clarification. Thank you for your attention.
Staying with us, it is still the sister show on GH Police Television. This is where you stay informed, you stay ahead, you stay safe. All right, folks, get ready. It is time for birthday. We are going to celebrate some special people who are born in the month of June, because today happens to be the first day in the month of June, celebrating their, remarkable journey, their milestone, and then share in their successes. All right, so we are starting off with a belated happy birthday wish going out to ASI, Assistant Superintendent of Immigration, Madam Rahel Enima Edu. She's with the Ejra Command. This birthday wish is coming from Policewoman Chief Inspector Gracie Odruwa Boatin, who is a rep in the Central East Regional Police Command. And the message is that may your day be as bright as your smile. Cheers to greatness. So belated happy birthday going out to you, ASI Rahel Enima Edu. You are with the Ejra Command. Yesterday was your birthday, in fact. And so we are wishing you this fantastic celebration from the Ghana Police Service and particularly the Safe Start show. So do have a fabulous week, fine officer. All right. Another belated happy birthday going out to Chief Inspector Jacob Achu Agbeme here. You are with the Kaswa station. This message is coming from your family, your friends, and colleagues. And their message is, I say, we pray for good health and prosperity upon your life. So belated happy birthday going out to you, Chief Inspector Jacob Achu Agbeme here. You work with the Kaswa police station in the Central East region of Ghana. Do have an amazing week, sir, as you celebrate your day. Right, another belated happy birthday going out to this Inspector Iresi Ganza. You are with the Ghana Immigration Service Operations Directorate headquarters. This message is coming from Osla Atia and then my very own self. And our message is that may the face of our Lord Jesus continue to shine upon your life. Keep shining in all your endeavors. So belated happy birthday to you, Inspector Iresi Ganza, Ghana Immigration Service Operations Directorate headquarters. Do have a wonderful week, Iresi. We love you. A belated happy birthday going out to General Sergeant Raymond Gandazi, aka Papa Ray. You are with the Central Registry CID headquarters. This message is coming from all staff of the Central Registry CID headquarters. The message is that may the good Lord continue to guide your life with love, grace, peace, and prosperity. Belated happy birthday to you, General Sergeant Raymond Gandazi, aka Papa Ray. You are with the Central Registry CID headquarters. Do have an awesome week, sir, as you celebrate your birthday. It is still a birthday wish on the Safe Start show. This one is a happy birthday going out to my very own brother, Sergeant Tess. You know, this gentleman is my mate.
Okay.
Way back at the secondary school level in the early 2000s. Whilst he was in Arts 1, I was in Arts 3.
Okay.
Or straight to senior secondary school
right.
at Brimpon Kessie.
Okay.
Now OTSS, you know. We also happened to meet at the National Police Training School.
Oh.
That's the police university, you
That's
know.
nice.
Unarguably, you understand?
Nice.
So today happens to be his birthday, first day of the month of June.
Right.
So happy birthday wish going out to General Sergeant Da Costa Tufo, also known as Big Cop. He's a staunch follower of Stone Boy, you know, and so anytime he hears Stone Boy's music, this man, even if he's dead, he will resurrect again. Yeah. So it's with the Tema PID. It's a message coming from my very own self, and I'm saying that as you celebrate your birthday today, may you receive grace and favor from our Lord Jesus. Keep winning, bro. So happy birthday to General Sergeant Da Costa Tufo, also known as Beam Cop. You are with the Tema PID, and we praise you. We thank God for your life. May you be kept and protected under the wings of our Lord Jesus. Do have a wonderful day, bro. If there is any party arrangement, please hook me up once I'm done with the show.
Supposed to organize
I'll just
a party
stand it,
for him.
I know, right? But it's directly the reversal in Ghana. You understand? Happy birthday to you, Beam Cop. Do have a fantastic day, bro. Right. So another birthday wish on our wish list going out to this fine immigration officer. Immigration Control Officer ICO Joanna Armstrong Murphy. You are with Issue Jaman Command. This birthday wish is coming from Policewoman Inspector Olivia Ekia Nkrapa, and the message is that may the good Lord bless your new age with good health, wealth, and happiness. Happy birthday to Immigration Control Officer ICO Joanna Armstrong Murphy. You are with the Issue Jaman Command. Do have a fantastic day, madam, as you celebrate your birthday. Salentes.
Right. We're still in the birthday mood. So, a happy birthday going out to General Constable Justice Essien. You are with the Chebi FPU base, and this is coming from Constable Nathaniel Ayoma. His wish for you is wishing you a glorious birthday, brother. May God shine his light upon all you do. You shall prosper. Amen. So do have a fruitful birthday, Constable Justice Essien. A happy birthday going out to PW Constable Kamara Abina Ruby. You are with the Northern Regional Command Willensi FPU base, to be precise. And this is coming from PW Chief Inspector Kunedu of Budget Headquarters. And she's wishing you continued greatness, good health, and many more years of impact and inspiration. Do have a fruitful day, Constable Kamara Abina Ruby. It is your birthday, so celebrate, chill, dear, and be yourself. A happy birthday going out to Constable Derry Christian. You are with the FPU base in Northern Region, National FPU, sorry. And this is coming from Lance Corporal Sangari. And then she says, may all your wishes and desires come true. Have an amazing year ahead. 1,001 words are insufficient to wish you the best of days today. So, Christian, do have a great day. This is coming from your own friend, Lance Corporal Sangari. Enjoy your day, bro. Still in the birthday mood, this is going out to PW Constable Esther Babina Glover with the YFPU. And this is coming from PW Inspector Olivia Kyankrapa. And then her message to you is, may the good Lord continue to guide your life with love, grace, peace, and prosperity. Beautiful young officer, do celebrate a very glorious birthday. Chill, but don't freeze. It is your day. Have all the fun you want to have, yeah.
All right, so this is the last birthday projection on today's edition of the Safe Start Show. We said that if you're a police officer, you have any loved one whom you would love for us to share in your excitement in this remarkable journey, there's a dedicated number on your screens. Please send us a picture of yourself at least a day before that particular day, and we'll do well and celebrate with you in a grand style. All right, but then away from our production today, I still have some birthday wishes we've received on our WhatsApp platform. This one is a belated happy birthday going out to Kingsley Nana Wusu Minta. You are in the United Kingdom. It is a wish coming from Doris Abuajiwa of St. Dominic Hospital, Akwetia, in the Eastern Region, and Sergeant Eugene Ofeyansa, here at the Public Affairs Directory. Their message is that may God continue to guide your steps, bless your efforts, and grant you peace and joy in all you do. Your best days are still ahead. So belated happy birthday going out to you, Mr. Kingsley Nana Wusu Minta. You are in the United Kingdom, and this wish is coming from Doris Abuajiwa of St. Dominic Hospital, Akwetia, and Eugene Ofe and San here at the Public Affairs Directorate, National Police Headquarters. Another belated happy birthday going out to Mrs. Nancy Koko Amon Kwafo. You are the headmistress of the Police Depot 1 and 2 Kindergarten and Primary School. This message is coming from the entire production team of Children's Hour of GH Police Television. And their message is that may this new season bring you greater heights, good health, and continued success in all your endeavors. Remain richly blessed and fulfilled in your year ahead. So, a belated happy birthday going out to Mrs. Nancy Koko Amon Kwafo, headmistress of the Police Depot 1 and 2 KG and Primary School. Again, another happy birthday going out to Mr. James Asante. You are in the United States of America, USA. You work at UMass Memorial. This one is much love from your closest friends. And so, Mr. James Asante in the USA, this is a birthday wish to you from your closest friends. In fact, and they are wishing you well on this day as you celebrate your birthday. They are praying for more cash. May you be protected in all that you do, and may you receive massive elevation in all your endeavors. Keep winning, Mr. James Asante of the United States of America. You work at the UMass Memorial Place. So do have a fantastic day. And so these are the birthday wishes we've received so far on the day. Tess, do you have some other ones?
No.
You are fine.
I am.
Okay. All right. So away from the birthday wish, it is now time for us to have our big conversation on today's platform. And I made mention during my introductory, my introductory parts of today's edition that we'll be having some wonderful time with our very own senior colleague, who is the director at the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit's CID headquarters of the Ghana Police Service, to basically share with us some of the headway that they've made, in terms of rescue operations, and then some other success stories as well. And so we are privileged to be joined in the studios this morning by our very own senior brother, our senior police officer, topmost, someone who's crafty on top of his job, Superintendent of Police, Mr. William Ayariga, Director Anti-Human Trafficking Unit, CID headquarters. And then we're also joined by our very own brother from Nigeria, an Igbo man, Chief Callistus Eloziowa. He is the Nigerian in Diaspora organization and the founder of Rescue Life Foundation International. But before we start our conversation, we are going for a quick break. When we resume, we'll bring you more details on our discussion. Do stay on, we'll be right back.
What is saying?
Namia Dumo Bokona way.
Adumo, Ayame Yoyo, with schoolmate.
What's one can't say?
Hey, it's a sad year. It's a cookie or Canada.
Wow.
I couldn't be up and no pointing I'm sure number every week. Company no air pay and my 4 or Canada. Now, she said, a woman is say, company no bit ya, it will have. now wo pay man so what you have scan na 80,000 and no sana ete
Mama madam so bia ko bia Canada o na nche no boga Bose akonya abawo bedu ye tuma ne say Miss me free Ghana ababa kan mo Canada no say me o mani ne say company no omo be tia sika omo be tia half no so me tia half nti ni menya ho abo me ho
na me on te dia ba sese ni poponu fu bi a o maba obako kwa ka kire wo say o Canada anan say o France embo abotin ko na kan bia na wakati wo say akonya ba enti akonya agent no awo Nigeria Côte d'Ivoire anan say Burkina Faso enti fa ho na o mo wo grata na ho na wo fi na wo ba Canada anan say France anan say abotin ko na kan na wo neka sabe sinibu tro ko du ba obetu wose dem obetu musike nyina obetu ko nyina obetu n'obia wa foso obeso kitie se won susu fa ni ba mi ubra na sai ni ba wonya fo ma nko a komba juice nko be nyina bu ban betu ma yi mu betu ma ye obuso ni betu ma o ma betu ba ye papa ani ma no fa sa kwanya rusu na ni tuga na fu ni
na we de das
ntimi ni anom mama mani nda ho na ma kwa nkoto sai ni paboni ni ana ni paboni fo no afidim
You're welcome back from that break and thanks for staying with us. It is still the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television, your ultimate morning companion for a secure and vibrant day ahead. And so it is now time for us to look into human trafficking matters. And we have the director of the anti-human trafficking units at the CID headquarters, Superintendent of Police, Mr. William Ayariga, and he's joined by the Nigerian in Diaspora Organization and the founder of Rescue Life Foundation International, Chief Callistus Eleziora. He is a proud Igbo man. Good morning, gentlemen. Mr. Ayariga, you're welcome back. You know, for us, you are very own, and this platform is your home. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, Salintes Masariga was here to tell us the operations that his outfits undertakes. You know, today. There has been some rescue, so he's going to briefly tell us what really went into that and all of that. Again, we also have some victims around whom we are going to serve our viewers as first-hand evidence of the work that is being done by the anti-human trafficking unit at the CID headquarters. And so it's not about just talking, but then behind the scenes they've been working assiduously to rescue and save lives. And so today. We are going to witness individuals who have been rescued from such, syndicates who are deceiving people under the pretext of securing some jobs for them, but then they end up, swindling them. Yes. So let's start with Master Ayariga. Sir, with your last visits on this platform, can you share with us some of the recent rescue operation in the last few months?
Thank you very much for having me once again. But before then, let me take this opportunity to salute my boss, the Inspector General of Police in the person of Mr. Christian Teteyonu and all the permanent members. Not forgetting my Director General Criminal Investigation Department, COP, Madam Lydia Yako Donko, and all the hard-working staff of the Criminal Investigation Department. Let me also congratulate or thank my deputy, ASP Adjoa Fusia, and my station officer, Nana Emmanuel Jemfi, and all the staff of the anti-human trafficking unit for the kind of job we are doing. The last time I was here, I made the viewers to understand that this year alone, the anti-human trafficking unit has successfully embarked on a number of rescue operations, and we even secured 106 convictions, which is unprecedented in the history of maybe the anti-human trafficking unit. And it is a credit that doesn't come to only the unit, but the Ghana police and the country as a whole. Don't forget, every year
Ghana is being rated by international communities about the tier ranking in TIP, that is trafficking in person. And because of the hard work Ghana Police Service have been embarking on, we used to be on tier 2 watch list, but due to the hard work, we have been moved from tier 2 watch list to tier 2.
Wow.
And I think we have even done our best for us to be ranked tier 1. But I know USA is in tier 1, so maybe they wouldn't want to rank Ghana at par with them.
I know, right? Yeah. But Ghana will get there.
We'll surely get there.
That is very commendable. Very commendable.
Yeah. You know, let me state that what is human trafficking? Human trafficking simply means recruitment, transportation, harboring, receipt or sale of human being through deception, fraud, abduction, or any other means for the purposes of what? Exploitation. And the exploitation, when we talk about the exploitation, we talk about exploitation in sexual exploitation, labor exploitation, domestic servitude, organ harvesting, and any other forms of exploitation similar to the olden day slavery. And Ghana Police Service, for that matter, under the able leadership of the Inspector General of Police, had been fighting and combating human trafficking at all fronts. You know, human trafficking, we have what we call the internal trafficking and external. When we talk about the internal, when somebody, an individual is recruited from point A to point B. For instance, somebody is recruited from the northern region and brought to maybe the southern region within the same country. It is internal trafficking. But where an individual crosses border from, let's take Nigeria, Togo, or any of the Gulf states, then it becomes transnational organized crime or external trafficking. Trafficking too, we have what we call a source community, transit community, and destination community. Source communities are where perpetrators get their victim from or they recruit their victim from. When we talk about the transit, they keep them temporarily to enable them move to their final destination. And the final destination are where victims are exploited. So, and for that reason, I want viewers to get a clear understanding. The Human Trafficking Unit was also established in the year 2008. And as we speak now, we have established the unit across the length and breadth of Ghana. And even where we don't even have the regional anti-human trafficking unit, we have what we call desk officers who are trained in human trafficking and migrant smuggling issues. So they can handle as and when such cases are reported to them. And if they have any difficulties, then they get in touch with my office. So I want to set these parameters for our viewers out there who may have human trafficking issues or migrant smuggling issues, that they can contact any of our regional offices and report the case to them. Since I last came here, we have embarked on a number of rescue operations. The one on the 29th of April, we received an intel or intelligence from our counterparts in Nigeria. We call them NAPTIP. That is National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons in Nigeria, that a lot of young girls have been lured, deceived, and recruited to Ghana. And among them were triplets. Triplets. So Ghana police should do very well to assist in rescuing these victims. And you know, when human trafficking, we have 4 paradigms or 4 P's that we use in combating human trafficking. The first P talk about the prevention. The second P talk about protection that we give to victims. Then the third P talk about prosecution. And the fourth P talk about what? Partnership. I want to bring partnership. That human trafficking, because it's a transnational organized crime, no single institution can combat or fight it alone without the collaboration of others. That is why immediately NAPTIP informed us through Nigeria in diaspora in Ghana. We did not relent. We sent our team to, we tracked the number, and we realized that the victims have been taken to Takwa, Aboso, and we were able to track and locate them. And on the 23rd April, we went to Takwa and Abosso, and we managed to rescue 45 victims of trafficking.
Wow. 45?
Yeah, 45 victims of trafficking.
Of Nigeria?
2 suspects. They are all of Nigerian descent. 45. Among them, the 2 suspects were processed after thorough investigation. There were ample evidence. You know, in human trafficking, we are looking for 3 fundamental elements before we can prosecute.
Okay.
That the act, the means, and the purpose. Okay. The act is what activity did the suspect commit. You know, that is what it falls at the act. The elements under the fact under the act is about recruitment, transportation, harboring, receipt. So if you get all this evidence, you are good to go. Okay, then the second is by which means they use deception, fraud, abduction, and other forms. Then that becomes the second means. Then the third means is the third element is what? The purpose, which are always for exploitation. So when we arrested them, we processed them, and as we speak, they were put before Circuit Court 5 on the 27th of April, and they were remanded to appear before 6th of June. As we speak now. And among them, as I said, we have 3 police who were recruited from Enugu State under the pretext of being taken to Germany, and that they were going to, in fact, they will come to tell the whole world their own story. But they deceived them. They were taking them to Germany, and they ended up bringing them to Ghana, only for them to be taken, among others, to that place for sexual exploitation. And before they even forced them into sexual exploitation, they made them to swear to deities that they are not going to disclose whatever they go through to either the security or any other person. These are what we call control mechanisms that perpetrators or criminals use to control their victims so that they don't escape. They made them to understand that if they flout on the oath, either they go mad or they will die. And that makes them to be afraid to even report what they go through to the security agencies for us to support them.
So it's basically to shut them down totally.
Can you come
It is basically to shut them up.
Exactly, to shut them down. So whatever they go to, they don't discuss with anybody. So they can continue exploiting them. And mostly, it is for financial benefit. And they charge them what we call debt bondage. That because I brought you from Nigeria, you have to work and pay me, for instance, between 30 to 50,000 Ghana cedis before you gain your freedom. And they force these smugglers into inhuman and degrading conditions, which is not acceptable. It is a gross violation of the fundamental human rights of these young sex, who are the future of every nation. Apart from that, on the 10th of May, Ghana Police Service collaborated with our counterparts in Ivory Coast through the support of the Ghana mission in Cote d'Ivoire. We rescued 28 Ghanaians from Cote d'Ivoire, and we brought them to Ghana. Out of the 28, we initially suspected 5. But after thorough investigation, all the 5 were charged for human trafficking. In fact, these are cases of KillNet related incidences. Let me put it on record that KillNet is not a legitimate business. KillNet is a legitimate business. But there are unscrupulous people using KillNet, using travel abroad to traffic unsuspected people to neighboring country, and they end up taking everything from them, seizing their passport, collecting every money, and they force them into online trading activities against their wish. And because they travel there, they become what we call they are exploited. They become vulnerable. That is the word I wanted to use. They become vulnerable because traveling to, let's take Nigeria from Ghana or to Ivory Coast, you don't have anybody, and the money on you, everything is taken. Your passport confiscated, everything taken away by these criminal elements. So how do you, if you want to come back, how do you come back?
Very difficult for you.
So these are some of the things. That's why I want to take this opportunity to, alert Ghanaians that this is a new model. There are new trends that the perpetrators of human trafficking are employing to recruit their victims using travel abroad. And the travel abroad, they use people who are closer to them. The acquaintances, people who are schoolmates, people who attend the same secondary school, people who attend the same church, people who are closer. So they will tell you that, oh, I'm in Canada, I'm in France, Germany, or any part of the Europe, and there's opportunity for the company I'm working. So if you are interested to come, please, the company will pay half, you also pay half come. But so most of the youth want to migrate for greener pastures, and they don't do what we call due diligence, and they just embark on such a journey. And they tell them that, oh, the company have an office in any of West African countries, so you go there to facilitate your travel documents. On arrival, then it is something different. They some also use romance scam, or what we call spousal trafficking. They will, particularly those on dating, they will lure you through dating as if they are interested in you. And, oh, come and visit me. On arrival, it becomes something different. So let us be very careful on these perpetrators who keep on changing their modus operandi to lure unsuspected victims into all kind of abuse. On the 14th, again, we collaborated with our counterparts in Ivory Coast, and we managed to rescue about 5 victims who were lured and taken to Cote d'Ivoire. And as we speak now, after profiling them, after investigating, we have identified their families, and they have been reintegrated with their families back home. Just last Friday, we also had another intelligence that some young people have also been recruited from Nigeria to the Western region. Again. And I sent my team, led by Chief Inspector Emmanuel Jamfi and other people. They went and rescued victims. But one of the victims, who aged about 22, a Nigerian, this lady was forced into prostitution. She became pregnant. They induced the pregnancy, they forced her to abort the pregnancy, and she had complications. And she is even claiming that the womb was finally removed. However, we are yet to take her to police hospital for medical examination and confirmation. So I want the viewers to know that when we are talking about human trafficking, it is not an imaginary crime. It is real. We are combating, we are fighting, and we want the perpetrators to understand that Ghana is not going to be a conducive place to countenance any form of human trafficking, migrant smuggling, or its related crime for that matter.
Wow. That is very chilling, Sergeant Boyton. That is very chilling, because you actually wouldn't know that this is what you are going to be used for. But then I wonder why parents would. It is really shocking to know, because you really wouldn't know what would push them to possibly give out there, because this is something that goes on by the day, and we keep hearing about it. So what would then push you again to give your word off for some of these
I don't think the parents can be blamed entirely. The thing is that these individuals are prone to, deceptive mechanisms. The thing is that you are deceived. They present a mouth-watering offer to you, something that's so juicy, which of course you may be tempted to agree. So with the case of the triplets Mr. Ayaraga is talking about, their rescue, the perpetrator, told them that these ladies were being moved from Nigeria to Europe, Germany. You understand? And as a parent, wow, if I have an opportunity to allow my triplets to, move from Nigeria, Africa to Germany, I believe it may be, or it sounds as a good news, But then, because you are susceptible to such, mechanisms, you may not know but then they will only end up in a different country with a different mindset altogether. So they are brought in Ghana, Takwa, and these young ones are pushed into prostitution. You understand?
That is very sad.
And so I don't think we can blame the parents or their guardians or what's entirely.
Yes. There is something we call the push factors. You see, now the perpetrators are using the media. Some of them, they don't even tell their parents. And unfortunately, these triplets, they are orphans. They've lost both their father and mother, their parents. And there are push factors, because of poverty. Some are uninformed. Some don't know the dangers associated with human trafficking, and others are ignorance. Others are conflict, conflict, and others are all what we call the push factors, which pushes people into human trafficking. When there are conflict and there's no peace, people run for their dear life, and they can fall into the hands of these perpetrators. Others is to a greener pastures, the attitude to become quick. So immediately they hear any offer, they accept it. The perpetrator will give what we call mouth-watering promises. Something which is not feasible. For instance, they can even promise you that when you go to Germany, you'll be paid between $15,000 and $25,000 a month.
Which is not.
You convert $25,000 into our currency or Nigerian currency. It's a huge sum. In fact, there's a lady we rescued from a place called Dollar Power in the Savannah region. In fact, that case made me to even hear about that town for the first place.
Dollar Power.
Dollar Power.
Wow.
It is between Ghana and Ivory Coast border. And it is a mining community. This girl was deceived that she was being taken to one of the Gulf states, and that she was going to be paid between $15,000 to $25,000. This girl was recruited through internet, Facebook and the rest, without informing the parents. And she was brought to Ghana and taken to Savannah region, a place called Dollar Power. And the girl, they seized her phone and everything, so he had no means of communicating what she was going through to the parents. But during her prostitution in Ghana, she collected the boyfriend or the one gentleman phone and called the mother. That's why they got to know that this girl was in Ghana. And we managed to use our intelligence and we managed to rescue this girl. And in fact, the Nigerian authorities sent a full commissioner, Commissioner Adiomi, at the time, who came together with the parents for this lady and was taken back to Ghana, to Nigeria. And as we speak now, the lady is pursuing law. And I'm in contact with her. And he said she wants to pursue law so that she can defend the vulnerable in our society.
Chief Callistus, let me bring you into the discussion phase. You are Nigerian, have been in Ghana for some time now. I want to know, tell our viewers how your collaboration with the Ghana Police, for that matter, the anti-human trafficking units, has been so far in terms of working hand in hand and then rescuing victims, particularly innocent ones that are brought in from Nigeria to Ghana.
Thank you so much. Like Director said, no one single institution can fight human trafficking.
Absolutely.
That he made that known to us. He organized a seminar where we gathered over 60 Nigerians, and he taught us what human trafficking is all about, the danger, the consequence to humanity, and everything that has to do with the effect of human trafficking to society. From there, we made up our mind that we want to join this fight. And since then, we understand there are 4 things we need to do. First one is to see it and say it to the police. Say it to the police, make sure that the first R, that the person is rescued. And the last R is that the person is reintegrated back to our nation. So we developed these 4 keys: to see it, say it to the authority, follow up for rescue, and make sure they are reintegrated. So with these 4 keys there, once we made up our mind we want to work with them, we make sure we are honest to whatever we want to do. What that means is that it doesn't matter who is involved. Whether you're Nigerian, you're Ghanaian, you're from anywhere. Once you traffic anybody, who will not shed you. Who will make sure we work with the police to make sure our children are safe, and the victims, the suspects are prosecuted to serve as a deterrent to others. And I think one of the things that will make us safe in the country where we live is one of the things that will sanitize our own nation. So we've been doing that successfully, which he can account to, the office can account to, that led to us being involved in some certain activities that the Ghana Police and his office have been doing.
Okay. Wow. That is fantastic. And again, with what we just overheard the director telling us about the rescue of these triplets from Nigeria, when they were told that they were going to be moved from Nigeria to Germany to seek greener pasture, but then they ended up in Ghana, Takwa and Abosu, who were forced into prostitution. We also have one victim who is also alleging that she got pregnant along the line. She was made to abort the baby and she has complications, which is yet to be confirmed by the Ghana Police Service. Mr. Ayariga has said that she will be taken to the police hospital for scrutiny, examination, and then confirmation. But in the case of the triplets, they were brought from Nigeria to Ghana, that they were being moved to Nigeria, but then they ended up in Ghana moved into prostitution. In such operations or in such occurrences, how are you able to use your office as the founder of Rescue Life Foundation and the Nigerian Diaspora Organization to partner the Ghana Police Service in rescuing such innocent persons?
Thank you. I want to extend my greetings to Nigerian High Commission. There's nothing we do without our government.
Okay.
Once I'm here now, my government knows I'm here.
Okay.
His Excellency, the current Nigerian ambassador, since he resumed here, he's been of great work too. The collaboration has been very, very good. And because we have a proactive officer also at the police headquarters here, we have that confidence. One thing you need to do as officers is to create that confidence where the citizens are. Number one, they know that if there's any issue, they have people who help fight that issue. So in their own case there, we know that there's no way you can successfully fight human trafficking matter without prosecution. And for you to prosecute, you have to have a shelter. The children has to be kept, their medicals, their feeding, and it requires a whole lot of transportation, clothing, and so many things. And because it's a very expensive venture, a lot of people find it difficult. It's not about rescuing people and sending them back. One single victim you didn't rescue will bring 20 or 10 victims tomorrow, and tomorrow they become suspects. Now, when they graduate to the extent that they are free from their madam, they will go and bring people to also come and serve them. So that's why it's important we don't allow any single victim to remain anywhere.
Exactly.
Because any victim left is a victim that will become a suspect tomorrow that will bring people from Nigeria or any other part of the world. So we made up our mind that we are going to use our little resources in wherever we get it from to keep these children, to help the police to fight this crime, and see to the extent we can be able to educate our people and get them to stop the evil they are perpetrating against humanity.
Right. Thank you so much, Chief Kaliso. I'll come back to you, but let me get back to Director Anti-Human Trafficking on our discussion. Mr. Ayariga, please tell us, what has been the biggest improvement in the way your outfit has been handling or dealing with trafficking cases in recent times?
Okay, thank you. The biggest improvement have to do with the awareness raising and sensitization. Even though we are prosecuting and we are getting convictions, we think the best way to do is to educate the Ghanaians about the activities of human traffickers and how to be identified and also report cases of human trafficking to the Ghana Police Service to conduct investigation. So based on that, I've been embarking on serious awareness raising. And I think we've been to Central Region, a place called it's along the coastal town. I've forgotten the name of the. Yes, we've been to Ho. Yeah, we also been to Asesewa in the Eastern Region. We've been to Techiman and Kranza. Don't forget, Techiman and Kranza is also one of the areas where a lot of people have been trekking through the Sahara Desert, trying to cross to Libya, then to cross the Mediterranean to Europe. And in the process, a lot of them fall victims. And that they are being robbed. Some they kill them. Some they go all kind of. Sometimes even the boat capsizes, and a lot of people lose their life. And we think the best thing that we have to do is to raise the awareness, so that people will get to know the menace, so that it can reduce the human trafficking. So awareness raising is a serious thing that I must say we are embarking on. I've been to TV3, I've been to GTV, I've been to Joy FM, that is Peace FM, Kokoko, I've been the morning show, I've also been to UTV and other places just to increase the awareness raising. And even here that we are is part of the awareness raising that we are trying to raise, so that the Ghanaian public will know the deceptive means. So if anybody come and offer you a job outside, please think twice before you accept this offer. We are not saying traveling or migration is bad. No, the irregular migration or the trafficking where perpetrators have the tendency of exploiting their victims for their selfish interests, that is where we are against. But for migration, if you have your visa, you have your genuine, and you want to migrate, it's fine. We don't have it's a fine with us. But the irregular is what we are talking about. And on 30th of July every year is the UN Day or Blue Day Against Human Trafficking. As a result, last week the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, particularly the Human Trafficking Secretariat, we organized a press release at this hotel, Accra City Hotel. You know, because Ghana is taking part in the World Cup, there's a trafficking in sports where a lot of young guys have been lured or have been deceived, and they've taken huge sums of money, and they promise them clubs in Europe. They only get there and realize that there's no club, and they become stranded. Sometimes they are being abused. So we want to take this opportunity to warn these young footballers that yes, we are not saying they shouldn't travel abroad for trials and the rest, but they should look out for people who are registered and accredited FIFA agents or GFA agents, so that they don't fall into this quack and fake people only to be taken to Europe and other places, and they end up being exploited. So football trafficking is something we should be very careful. My office, football trafficking, we have about 4 cases where some were trafficked to India. They got there was no club. Some were taken to Qatar. They got there was no club. One police officer's son was taken to Ethiopia. He got there was no club, and the 4th case they were taken to Egypt, and there was no club. So now trafficking in sports is also some of the new trends, emerging trends that the young men have to be very careful so that they don't fall into the trap of these perpetrators.
Right, Mr. Ayariga, on the back of the trafficking on sports, I am sure, I mean, most of us would even consider that line. Or what other forms would you, that are not so openly available for the ordinary person to see that this is a trafficking line? I don't know if you get my question.
Okay.
Yes. Because some are very open.
Yes, I agree.
But there are some also hidden that you wouldn't know about.
Great.
If you can just touch a little bit on that.
Great. As I said earlier, if you are a young footballer, you have a talent, and there are scouts. I know there are scouts there who scout for talents. They approach you. One, if you don't even know whether the person is a qualified, let me use something we call the red flags. The person is not an accredited. You should do something we call background checks. Is he having a license? And is the license authentic? Is GFA aware? Or is it GFA who issued him with the license? Or is the person a FIFA accredited license? If the person is not, then it's a red flag. I got it. Why are you coming to recruit me? You claim you have an affiliate with the clubs in Europe, but you yourself, you are not even accredited. So it's a red flag that this person might be a trafficker who may end up luring me into Europe, take huge sums of money, and end up abandoning me to my fate.
Yeah.
You know, that is most of the cases. That's what they do. They only buy them ticket, and even the ticket is the family members who pay for the plane tickets, and they even extort huge sums of money only for them to get to their destination, and what they promise them is not the case. So one, is the person recruiting you, is he really an agent? Does he have a license? Is he a qualified person? Before agreeing to whatever contract or terms you are going to sign with that person. And if you are in doubt, there's always needs. Now we are in the technological world.
Exactly.
You can get to GFA website,
verify,
you can get to FIFA website and verify, or you can even go to Ministry of Sports to verify. And if they confirm, oh, this man, we know him, he's a man, he's an accredited agent, he has a credibility, you are good to go. Yes.
Wow. So that is it from the Director of Anti-Human Trafficking at the CID headquarters here at the National Police Headquarters. He's joined by Chief Callistus Eloziewua, who is also Nigerian in Diaspora Organization and also the founder of Rescue Life Foundation International. We are basically looking into the rescue operation embarked by the Anti-Human Trafficking units at the CID headquarters over the previous months, where we have some victims here with us in the studios. We are going to bring them on board for them to share their ordeal, and then thankfully also credit these organizations that have played pivotal roles in rescuing them. I mean, for today, or for what we'll be seeing today on our screens. But before that, let's go for another quick break. When we resume from the break, we'll bring on board these victims, precisely the triplets we are talking about, those who were moved from Nigeria under the pretext of taking them to Germany in Europe, you know, to see greener pastures, but then they ended up here in Ghana at Takwa and Abosso, where they were, forced into some social vices, you know, prostitution and all of that. And so they come here and come and disclose what really went on behind the scenes and how they were majestically rescued by the Anti-Human Trafficking unit. So stay on, we'll be right back after this break and then continue the discussion.
What is say?
Namia Dumo Bokona way.
Adumo, a mega yo-yo, with schoolmate.
It's one can't say.
Hey, it's a sad year. It's a Macoopio or Canada.
Wow.
I couldn't be up and no pointing I'm sure number every week. Company no air pay at my 4 or Canada. Now, she said, a woman is say, company no bits ya in half. Now pay man switch you have scanning 80,000 and no sana at
Mama, Madame Fubio could get another. The name is Noboga. What's your opinion about the good year to man say? Miss Wait me free Ghana, about the come more Canada. Oh, no, say, no, when you say, company no. I'm moving to your sick, I'm moving to your half, not to make your half. It's in your million more woman.
Nana, you want to the other. Say, in Papanuphobia or Maba. Oba catcher will say, or Canada, and then say, or France, Embo, Abuchin, Kuna, Caribbean. Now, catcher will say, Akonaba, Inti, Akonyan, agent, Awo, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and answer Burkina Faso, Inti Fao. Now, we know Gata, the Hona with you, and over Canada, and answer France, and answer Abuchin, Kuna. Now, make us up here, sing blue, and drop. Hey, you go do back. Or bet you was again. Or bet you who's again now. We can't get a queen now already. We are what for so. Or bet so it is a want to suffer when you grab. Hey, now, say you go now for one time. Come back to one minute. You can't bet my woman, you bet my you bet my woman, bet you by your papa. And you are not for some. Let me together for you. It's Mama Ninda, Mama Uncle Tossa and Pabonini, ana nipa bɔnefoɔ no afidie mu.
Are you aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders, have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. TrafficTech GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Pew!
Road crashes or accidents are of great worry to everyone. In view of this, we need to be alert on things that brings about accidents on our roads, leading to deaths of our loved ones. It is of this reason that Traffic Orientation Show on GH Police TV seek to teach, educate all road users, being it drivers, riders, pedestrians, on the rules and regulations and road traffic as to reduce road accident. Make time to watch Traffic Orientation Show every day on GH Police TV as we bring you more insight on road traffic related issues. You can also watch us on DSTV channel 362 and other digital channels. On Traffic Orientation Show, we say drive safely, arrive alive. Road crashes or accidents are of great worry to everyone. In view of this, we need to be alert on things that brings about accidents on our roads, leading to deaths of our loved ones. It is of this reason that Traffic Orientation Show on GH Police TV seek to teach, educate all road users, being it drivers, riders, pedestrians, on the rules and regulations and road traffic as to reduce road accident. Make time to watch Traffic Orientation Show every day on GH Police TV as we bring you more insight on road traffic related issues. You can also watch us on DSTV channel 362 and other digital channels. On Traffic Orientation Show, we say drive safely, arrive alive.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. It is still the Safe Star Show on GH Police Television. This is where you stay informed, you stay ahead, you stay safe. Now, we are back, and before we went for that breather, I was telling you that we have some victims right with us in the studios. We are going to start our discussion with the triplets who are part of the 45 victims that were rescued from Tarkwa and Abosso in the Western region by the anti-human trafficking units. They are basically going to tell us the ordeal they went through and how gracious they are to the anti-human trafficking unit. But for the purposes of anonymity and confidentiality, we are not going to disclose their true identity. But then we are told that once they are brought in Ghana, they are given some ghetto names by their, mama and then their bogus, So they can tell us the name that they are being called in Ghana, but these are not their real names, given to them. So let me start off with you. Hello, how are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. So which ghetto were you given by your mama or your boss?
And another.
Sorry?
I was given Fire Baby.
Fire Baby.
Fire Baby.
Okay, so Fire Baby, tell us, how did the whole thing start? You guys are from Nigeria, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how were you contacted by this perpetrator and what were you told?
Okay, well, when we are in Nigeria, they told us that we are coming here to do restaurants.
They said you're coming to Ghana or Germany?
Germany.
Germany?
Yeah.
To do restaurant work?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that was what you were told in Nigeria?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when you were moving from Nigeria, did you come by air or came by land?
No, we came by land.
By land?
Yes, sir.
So did you ask yourself questions that do I go by land to Nigeria? Do I fly through the air to Nigeria?
Normally, I haven't passed through air before.
You haven't traveled before, so you would not.
Okay. So when you got to Ghana, what happened next?
When we travel to Ghana, like when we are in Lagos.
Yeah.
When they brought us to Lagos, it's not the person that bring us to Lagos that brought us to Ghana.
Okay, it was a different person.
Yes.
Who brought you from Lagos to Ghana?
Yes. When we reached in Lagos, they told us that the people that brought us to Lagos that they deceived us.
Okay, so you people were coming from Enugu.
Yes.
From Enugu to Lagos,
yes.
And then a different person came for you,
yes.
And the person brought you to Ghana.
That's the driver.
Yes.
Okay. They have agents in Nigeria.
Okay.
What they do is that at each point they have agents that work with these syndicates.
Okay.
So they moved them from Enugu State. When they got to Lagos, they handed over to the agency in Lagos, Aram Maitu, who arranges the vehicle that bring them to Ghana.
Okay.
So that vehicle was the driver was the one who brought them into Ghana.
Okay.
And when they got to Ghana here, that is where she will continue to Lagos.
So Fabi, when you go to Ghana, what happened?
They asked us to eat and take our base and start working. So
as what? As restaurant workers?
They haven't tell us yet. So they just said that we should go and take our bait, eat food and change our clothes to go to work.
Wow.
So after eating, we bathe, then we put on our clothes. And she now said that we should go and remove the clothes. That's not the clothes for work. So then she gave us some small one shorts, all these pants.
Just mini skirt.
Okay.
Where they expose. They say their madam claimed that they can't wear the kind of clothing they brought from Nigeria. But she bought them this tiny clothing and forced them to use that one.
Okay, so Fabi, when you were told in Nigeria that you were going to work as a restaurant worker in Germany, and now you are in Ghana, your madam is telling you that you cannot put on the clothes you brought in from Nigeria, but then she gave you a very short dress. What came into your mind at that time?
I was like, I can't wear this thing. I can't wear this thing out. She said that, what type of work do I think I'm coming to do before? So I was like, like I'm confused.
You're confused, yeah, I know, right?
I was like, this is not what they told us when we are coming.
Yeah.
So she now told us that we have come Ghana, no going back. So we told her that wants to go back to Nigeria. She said that we should pay her all the money that she used to transport us from Nigeria.
Can you imagine? But is that your fault?
No.
Is it not your fault? Exactly. Right. Okay, let me come to your other sister. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right. Also tell us, how are you also feeling when you noticed that you were told in Enugu that you guys are going to migrate from Nigeria to Germany to work as restaurant workers, but you ended up in Ghana at Tako and Abosu, and then you were being forced or pushed into prostitution.
Okay.
But before that, what's also your getting name?
Sugar Baby.
Sugar Baby, right? Yeah. So Sugar, please tell us what really was going through your mind when you noticed that you were in Ghana and then you were on a different mission.
We didn't know since we lost. It started when we lost our mom.
Yeah.
So it became hard for us. So we were told by a guy like that in our community.
Okay, it was a guy.
Yeah. We were convinced that he goes to get us a job in Germany.
Okay.
So, and then we were convinced due to hardship and how we have been
fighting how to survive in feeding. So then we were brought out to Lagos, from Lagos to Ghana. On when we realized that we are in Ghana, so we were surprised. This is not Germany we were told to come to. So when we were received by our madam, her name is Princess, her ghetto name is Princess, and her real name is Onwe Gift Kamsiyochiku. She's from Ebonyi State in Agaga. So as she received us in Takwa, Abosu, and the name of the lodge we were brought into is I Am That I Am Lodge. I Am That I Am Lodge. Yes.
In Takwa.
In Takwa, Abosu. So in that night, that same day we arrived, I was asked to go and dress up, eat food, and then come for work. So I was surprised, and I asked her this night. She said, "Yeah, what did I think I'm coming to do?" So I was told her that we can't Ghana to work in a restaurant. She said no. That what they told us is not true. That is prostitution. There is prostitution that we come to Ghana with. And then I disagree with her, and I went inside to tell her because that day my sister wasn't feeling fine. Okay. So I told my sister that we were deceived. We were not told the truth before coming here. So at the process, we were giving some mini skirts and hanging tops. Yeah. So come forward. So yeah, so we can look attractive to men. So we were told that when you come to man, she was teaching us that if you come to man, then you tell the person what's like, let's go short. Like according to her, she said that if you come to man, you tell the man, let's go short. In Ghana, yeah, she said nyanko short. So that then the person asks you how much, then you tell the person the price. So she was leading us to men, teaching us how to do prostitution. We told her no, that we can't do this, that she should take us back to Nigeria. And then she refused, saying that after all the transportation, all the money she spent, that we can't. So we told her that we're going to run away. She said that if we run away, then we're going to run mad or die in the process. So we're scared. So,
sorry, I want to find out from Sugar Baby. This guy who approached you, was he somebody you knew before, or it was just a random guy that came to you?
No, we don't know anybody.
So we're talking about the guy in Nigeria. Who told you that?
No,
the guy in Nigeria.
Sorry, the guy in Germany. Sorry, the guy in Nigeria.
The guy who linked you people to
was it somebody you knew already?
Yeah. It's our community.
From their community.
So somebody that's well known.
Because we've gone further to confirm the guy is from their community.
Okay.
We've also, through our own organization, got to the traditional rule of their place, and the guy has been apprehended.
Okay. So when this young man promised to take you to Germany, did he make any financial demands from you that you are supposed to pay an amount of money, or this is what is involved? He didn't mention any money with you guys?
No.
Okay, not about even acquiring a passport or something?
No, he said that day, we told him that how are we going to make our passport, our visa, everything. Are we going to take our land? Then he said to us that we are going to use flights. That immediately we've gone to Lagos. Then they've already made our flight. Our flight is already waiting for us to get ready.
Okay. So, Tess, you can see it is all about deception.
Deception.
They were utterly deceived, and that's as you hear what Sugar Baby is talking about. It is stemming out of adverse poverty. Poverty. And these are beautiful ladies who have lost their both parents, and so they are orphans. And because they were struggling to make ends meet, they ended up falling for this.
They couldn't continue their education.
Exactly,
And it's so surprising that, and it is somebody who is so closer to them.
So that's what Mr. Ayarika said. There's going to be a close person that you live in the society, in your schools, at church. And so when they give you this offer, it's very difficult for you to suspect that they don't wish you well. Yes. So let me come to the last person. How are you also doing?
Fine.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us your ghetto name.
Ghetto name is Sandra.
Sandra. All right, Sandra. Also tell us how. I'm being told by your sister that when you arrived in Ghana, you were not feeling fine. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So when your sister told you that you guys have been deceived because your madam told you immediately after eating that change into her clothes and then you start working, how was the feeling like?
I feel so bad.
You felt so bad. Did you cry?
Yes, I cried. And I told my sister, let her go and tell her that I want to get back to Nigeria. But my sister told me that she said I'm not going back anywhere.
You're not going back anywhere?
Yes.
So you guys were not using any cell phones, right?
No, she took it away from us.
Okay, so what was running through your brains? How were you thinking of, getting somebody to tell the person what you guys were going through?
Some people, like some of the boys that used to bring for us, we used to explain to them that we don't like the way that they brought us to. So people, like, they wanted to help us, but there's no way for them to help us. So my mother noticed that we wanted to run away, so he decided to poison us. So we now became scared, then we stayed back.
She threatened that if they tried to run away, she would poison them.
She would poison them. Wow.
In addition to the oath and other things. And according to them, when we interviewed them, the place they kept them there, they have this macho men. Security.
I am security. Who beat them into subjection. If you try to attempt to escape, and you are arrested, the way the security guard will beat you, they will assault you, and you will regret the day you were born. So others will not even try escaping. These are all forms of control mechanisms, so that victims don't escape from perpetrators.
Let me come back to your sister. Okay. I think she has a microphone. She can talk with that. Okay. Yeah, so Sugar, I want you to briefly tell us what's the message you have for the anti-human trafficking units, and then Chief Callistus, who is the Nigerian diaspora here in Ghana, coming together to rescue you, and then some other 42 persons who are victims to this particular trafficking menace at Tarkwa and Aboso. How did they? I believe that you have an idea how you came into contact with them and then you were rescued. Now you have life. So what message do you have for the anti-human trafficking units here in Ghana? Before we come to your other sister, who also was brought in just, I think, last Friday.
Yes.
So, but then you are triplets. So you are part of the 45 victims who were rescued from Tarkwa and Aboso. So briefly tell us your message for the anti-human trafficking, for rescuing you from this bondage, from this captive, from this wicked woman, whom we couldn't have predicted what would have happened to you if you had stayed under her, roof.
Okay. I just want my fellow sisters out there to know that if you have been told that you are coming to any country, like you have been told that you are coming to any country in the process of working to get money, please listen. Don't go. Ask questions. Think twice before choosing. So, and all thanks to my daddy, Chief Callistus Elozie, for rescuing us. And in the process, we know what we passed through, but nobody hoped that God will walk through him and then save us. So, with all due respect, sir, I would like you to promise me and make me happy that you go back there and rescue some of our guests there, because many of them, they are suffering. They need help the way you help us.
That's a passionate appeal, That's a passionate appeal. Chief Callistus. Yeah. But this one I can stand on the existing protocol by Mr. Ayariga. We are going to really rescue them. Okay. So that one we just
when we normally go for rescue operation, some of them try to escape. We don't leave anybody. We screen them, and those who are found to be victims, we rescue them. And in that operation, at least some managed to escape. Vara didn't go. I sent a team, and my team made me to understand that yes, they managed to get, I think they were all 45, but 2 were suspects. But others managed to escape. But police, we work based on intelligence. We can't just go there today when we don't have intelligence that they have come back and assure the entire country that the Ghana Police Service, it's not about anti-human trafficking, the Ghana Police Service will work very hard within 24 hours, that anywhere they run to, they can run, but they cannot hide. We shall fish them from wherever they run to. We'll make Ghana unattractive. We are declaring zero tolerance for human trafficking in Ghana, and I promise them we'll surely go after them wherever they go. So the rest that he appealing that we should get them rescued, you rest assured. Even this Friday, we went there in the Western region, the same Western region, and we rescue others, including this victim that you're about to interview. And one thing we have realized is that the bigger cities, because we are on top, now they are running, the perpetrators are now taking this victim to the mining communities. So smaller countries. But you rest assured.
Yes.
Ghana Police Service, we shall surely go after them.
Absolutely. So that's the message from the director. Ghana Police Service will surely go after them. But then let's come to this young lady before we finally bring our discussion to a close. Good morning. How are you doing?
Fine, sir.
Were you also given a ghetto name?
I don't have ghetto's name, but the name what they are giving me.
Okay, then that's fine. So, please tell us, how are you brought in from Nigeria to Ghana?
Yeah, my family based for Lagos State.
Okay.
Because of hardships and things, and one of our friends, like my mommy's friend, the dad's a man, told my mommy that she will help her daughter to get a work for US.
That's United States of America?
Yes.
Okay.
And my mom told that, okay, no problem, let me speak with my daughter first. And my mom called to me, tell me that there's work in the US. And then I said, Mommy, which kind of work with that one? Tell me, say that the work that she don't know the work we are coming to do. I said, okay, no problem. And I came to meet the man, and then I said, which work? But then he said her own sister, the US, is the manager of the company producing soap company. That if I came, they will pay me 60 Ghana cedis. But if you just pay me 60 Ghana cedis. But then I said, okay, no problem. I can feel go to work because nobody to help my family. I will try. That's how I came to Ghana.
Okay, so this one was told that a job will be secured for her in the United States of America. But then did he really tell you the kind of work you will do?
He said it's so company, so manufacturing company. Yes.
All right, and then the person even went ahead to tell you how much you're going to earn and all of that. But he only ended up coming to Ghana. Okay, so when you arrived in Ghana, what happened?
I went to Ghana because before these two men took me to agents.
Two men?
Yes.
Took you to an agent?
Yes.
Okay.
They know they are taking to agents, and I reached there, and I told them, say that, but you people told me that you people can carry me code to the same place. But why another driver person coming for you? They told me say that is the person can fit carry me code to US. It's okay.
Now, what they asked you is when you got to Ghana, where did they take you? Where did they take you? And what happened there?
Where I love to Ghana, where they take me is Ateku.
Ateku?
Yes.
In the Western region?
I don't know the name.
You don't know it? Okay, okay.
It's just the name of places, Ateku.
Okay, so when you got there, what happened?
When I reached there, the woman first told me that I will take an oath first. And I thought I said, okay, no problem. Where will go take the oath? They tell me say that they will carry me go to the doctor. And we reached there, they are giving us egg and one wine like that. White wine. Tell me to swear that I will not carry her money and run away. And I said, no be this kind of thing where they think if I came here. Tell me say I must swear. And so I can't swear finish. And we came back. When we came back, they gave me some short pants and crop top to use it and wear. To use it and wear. I told them say that I cannot feel with this kind of work. I cannot fit. Before then, I having a stomach pain. There's one kind of stomach pain where I have, and I'm complaining for the stomach. The woman told me that I must use the stomach and work for her, or less. I think I want to go back to Nigeria. I cannot fit. Tell me say that I cannot fit. I go back to Nigeria. I must have pay him. Shit, man.
Let me come in quickly. The stomach pain. Did you get it whilst in Ghana or you brought it down from Nigeria?
It's this Ghana.
Okay.
I have when the stomach pain comes, the pains me. I fainted because to sleep with me.
A lot of men, more than 10 or more a day.
Okay,
it's not
so
out of that. That affected.
Okay, so I was asking whether it was an issue you had in Nigeria before.
No.
But it was as a result of
yes, a lot of men that she sleeps had.
Okay, so that led to that particular pain.
That's how I get the pains. And I felt like I told the woman that this work I cannot fit. I cannot fit in build the pains and use it to work for you. I cannot. The woman told me that I must work the work. I saw her, I cannot fit, and I planning with guys, and I run away. When I run away, the place where I can hide is my friend place, Point Joy. Me and the girl can't stay. I cannot feel because the girl, she's walking. I can't say, she told me say that I must walk. I can't say I cannot feel, use the pens and walk.
Which work does your friend, your friend was doing?
The same thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I saw, I cannot feel walk. From there, I fainted again. I saw where they carry me go back to the woman.
The woman again?
Yes. According to the word of the girl told, he said that it's my madam go to do something for me, for the pens. For me to come back to her.
Okay. So at what point did you miss the
the womb? You said the womb is removed. Explain it to them before.
The wound, because we reached for hospital, they did test and they said that it's baby place.
You can't get belly?
No, like.
Yeah, what happened is, according to, because her English, yeah, when I spoke with her in our language, once she got to that place, she was made to be sleeping with men.
Okay.
To the extent sometimes they sleep with up to 15 men a day.
Wow, 15
10 a day. She used to pay her madam, according to her, up to 1,000 cedis, 700 cedis, 500 cedis a day.
A day?
Yes.
A day. That's the kind of level of exploitation. When the director was talking about exploitation.
Sorry.
So on the process, she became pregnant.
Okay.
What that means that some men sleep with her condom.
Exactly.
So that's why she now had what we call, according to her, until the police confirms that, ectopic pregnancy outside her womb. So the madam now took her to a hospital where they operated and removed one of her ovaries. But that is still pending until final police confirmation. So once the team went there for rescue, it was like God sent them. Otherwise, this girl wouldn't have survived.
Exactly.
You were seeing her before. When she came, she can't stand.
Wow.
Yeah, so when she came, she has rested and we've been able to, at least in one way or the other, by the grace of God. She's going to a police hospital after it.
Exactly.
But then to ascertain exactly all the claims.
Yeah.
Fortunately, also, the madam was arrested.
Today, as we speak now, 3 of the suspects we arrested on Friday are going to be put before court for trial because their cases are so bad. And we have to send a strong message to these perpetrators and these criminals that Ghana will not sit down for them to keep on abusing, exploiting these minors in this our country. It is something we should not countenance as a country. Ghana, we have gone so far that we cannot retrogress. We are moving forward. And as I said, the 3 suspects are going to be put before court this morning. Yes.
And there's another twins.
Okay.
That is that the police is still chasing to rescue.
Wow.
Yeah, by the same people.
The same perpetrators. But unfortunately, when we got our information that they have relocated her to another region, and because we are yet to pursue, I wouldn't want to put the name of the region on record. So we are still pursuing some twins that were initially sent to Western region where we rescued these people, but unfortunately, Friday when we got there, we are told that they have been relocated to another region.
Yes.
But we are on them.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
My dear, so how do you feel now?
I'm friendly with
So what message do you have for your fellow sisters out there? What would you tell them?
What I used to tell them that you people to know they save God because of to have money to help families. Because us we stay for the having some money to help our families, we are suffering a lot for outside here. Because our sisters, everybody today where they are dead, to not be used because of having a money or to working for company, able to stay where you stay because it's not easy for people with different outside.
She's saying that don't be deceived when offers are made to you. That's what she's telling our girls there. That don't look at hardship and think that a shortcut to solve the problem. Them that are here in Ghana, what they pass through here, that they will not wish that to happen to anyone.
Exactly. Right. Thank you so much. But we've made mention that this show is streaming live on all our social media platforms, precisely on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, on X. Let me use this opportunity and read some messages coming in on our live streaming on Facebook and then WhatsApp. If there are any questions, our director is here, Chief Callisto is also here. They will do justice to them. Let me start off with Raymond Decoder, Range Rover, our very own brother. He says, good morning. Another fresh week. We are very excited and grateful. I've been waiting for the program. Good morning, Raymond. And then Yaya Larry says that, good morning, Ghana Police. You guys are doing a great job. God bless you all. God bless Ghana. And then Sherifa Gunu, the evergreen Sherifa Gunu, Ghana's musician, says that huge congrats. Keep shining. Thank you so much, Sherifa. And then Abdul Rashid Kawawa says, you all doing great. Keep it up, my people. And then Moonstar Ginora says that one is very serious. Parking at the roadside is not good, and driving and riding to checking on that as a police officer. All right. So Derek Abdullah says if it is the prison service, it will be either superintendent or director. All right. Maurice Mesa says I'm watching the show live at Santa Maria. Also enjoying the show. Greetings to Chief Inspector Odro, Sergeant Felix, and Sergeant Boite. Thank you so much, Maurice Mesa. We've seen you. And then Nancy Koko Amon Kwafo says, I'm watching you live. Thanks for the education. And then Pawaba Kofi says, keep up the good work. Yao Mensa says that please, Mr. IGP, focus on Dodowa Police District and OEB Police Station. Some of these police officers are working hand in hand with land guards in that area, taking people's land in Dodowa. All right, so we've got that Yao Mensa for that particular message. And then Geshen Fekwe says, well done. Raymond Decoder Range Rover comes back and says that my brothers have joined some company units who were trafficked to a typical village in the eastern region under the pretense of securing them jobs. It's a headache to bring them back. All right, so Raymond, please get in touch with the anti-human trafficking unit at the CID headquarters, and then we can promise you that those siblings of yours will be rescued. All right, so Aminu Saibu says, well done for educating the public. And then Blessing Aminat Jimo says, Ghana Police, if they have the picture of their lady, please, it should be provided so that it can be posted online for public notice. God, what kind of poverty is this? Thank you, Ghana Police Service. And again, we also have some messages coming through our WhatsApp lines. This one is coming from George Sapon. George says that I am sad watching these children being trafficked. The anti-human traffic units is doing great work. Kudos. Thank you so much, George Sapon. And then our very own brother Nana Osei Mensah, who is watching us from Massachusetts in the United States of America, says that the Ghana Police Service is really doing well when it comes to human trafficking. The director needs to be commended. Thank you so much, Nana Osei Mensah. Yeah, Sanites, do you have another message?
No, for now, I do not have any yet.
Okay.
Okay. But then, maybe if director could throw a little light on how parents can protect their children.
Exactly. You know,
victims.
He keeps mentioning that awareness creation is one of the pillars when it comes to fighting or combating human trafficking.
Yes.
In as much as people fall victims or people are gullible to these perpetrators, it means that we must always intensify awareness and publicity when it comes to human trafficking. The narratives coming from these young ones stem out from poverty. It means that if you live in abject poverty or you are impoverished, there is a tendency that if someone comes to you with any deceptive offer, you may fall for it. And so when you ask them that they should tell us, or they should tell their people who are watching us that they shouldn't fall victim to this, we were saying that in as much as you are a poor person, it doesn't mean that if anybody comes to you with such offers, you must accept them. So the most important thing is that we must be very careful, must be mindful of people who come under the pretext of seeking better opportunities elsewhere for us. They have their parochial interest, they have their selfish aim to exploit you in diverse ways. And so it is rather unfortunate that time is not really on our side, because we'll have to end this morning's conversation. So we are going to give the Director of Anti-Human Trafficking Units, Superintendent of Police, Mr. William Ayariga, the platform to give us his final words to anybody who's watching us from far and near. And I also should quickly come back to Chief Callistos to also give us his point before we finally round up. So, Master, you have the floor.
Thank you very much for the opportunity once again. Any parents should be very careful to protect their children. Anybody who come to you tell you that, I want to take your child to the city for better education, for job and any other thing, be very careful for allowing them to take your child away. And even in the event you give your child to anybody, do what we call a follow-up. Try to go and visit the child, see whatever he's doing, whether he's actually in school, If not, then you can take appropriate action.
Yeah.
You know, for the viewers who are there, for them to know the kind of job we do, I wouldn't want to end without giving some few statistics that we have done. Ghana Police Service have achieved a success story. In the year 2025, we had a total number of 127 cases of human trafficking, out of which we rescued 1,202 victims. Out of that year, we sent a lot of cases to court, and we had 8 convictions. The first person that was convicted is called, but before even then, somebody wanted me to post the picture of the lady.
Yeah.
Because the person has not yet been convicted. They should wait.
Exactly.
Because he's now an accused. It doesn't mean he's guilty. Immediately he's convicted, all their pictures will be published, and everybody will know them.
Right.
Yes. Last year convictions, we had one, Robert Chukwueri, but I may have the wrong name, wrong pronouncing the name. He was convicted for 8 years imprisonment with hard labor for human trafficking. Nikki Isabella was also convicted for 5 years. IHL. Jessica Daniel was convicted for 9 years for IHL for human trafficking. Patient Gideon was also convicted for 27.5 years for human trafficking. Somebody may say, per the Human Trafficking Act, the minimum should be 5 years and the maximum is 25 years. So somebody may ask, why 27 years? She was given 4 counts, and out of the 4 counts, first count was 20 years, second count 5 years, third count 2 years, and fourth count 6 months. But to run concurrently, which means it's going to serve the highest. So she will be 20 years. Thank you. Then Prosper Zezuro for child trafficking. He was convicted for 5 years and also 250 penalty units. 250 penalty units. Another person that we convicted is called Confidence Chike.
Okay.
Confidence Chike. She was convicted for 13 years for human trafficking. But last but not the least is one notorious trafficker called Chukudi Nwachukwu. Chukudi Nwachukwu used to go to Nigeria, bring young girls, including his own biological sister.
Wow.
He housed them at East Legon. And every day they have to do prostitution and give him 200 cedis each. And if they fail to give, he beat them, he assaulted them. It was terrible.
His own biological,
including the 10 ladies she brought. And with the support and intelligence-led operation, we were able to collaborate with Ghana and Nigeria, and also with the support of Nigeria in diaspora. This notorious criminal who was on our wanted list for 2 years was finally apprehended, put before court, tried, and convicted and sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. The message out there is that they either stop. Perpetrators must stop. If they don't stop, wherever they go, I cannot promise them. I can promise Ghanaians that we will never rest on our oars.
Yeah.
And the Ghana Police Service will go at every length to bring perpetrators to justice. But we must watch out. Let us be on the watch out for this criminal. People shouldn't hesitate to report. We have our free numbers. To free numbers 18555 and 191, and even my own personal number. Let me put it out there. Anybody who has message, don't hesitate to call. And the number is 0599 320 664. I repeat, 0599 320 664. Anybody with information, don't hesitate to get in touch with the Ghana Police Service, or not even me in person. You can contact any police officers or any security officers and give the information. Surely information will be passed on to my office, and we'll do justice to bring perpetrators to justice and also free victims like this triplets that we are all witnessing. Thank you
so much, Director. Chief Callistus, the final word before we finally wrap up.
Yeah, everybody should be concerned. Institutions should be concerned. Churches should be concerned. Our clergy should be concerned. Community should be concerned. Our chiefs should be concerned. Why should they be concerned? When we started helping or participating in this fight against human trafficking, I never knew that one day somebody from my family will be trafficked.
Can you imagine?
The twins we are looking for now are from my village.
Wow.
Any crime you refuse to fight will fight you.
That's so heavy.
That's very heavy. You refuse to fight, or come back to fight you.
It can fight you in so many ways. It could be that the men who sleep with these girls will go and contact disease and come and give it to your children.
Exactly.
It can come in different ways. These children, when they pass through this process, if they are not getting money from this source, because definitely, for what I see from Ghana government and the human trafficking section, definitely this crime will not continue in Ghana.
Exactly.
If these girls move to Nigeria and they don't find getting money the same way they are getting it, they will turn to criminals. And when they turn to criminals, they will not spare you. A criminal does not know who is a big man or who is a poor man. So it is better collectively we all join hands together and save the life of these children. The institutions in Ghana, the institutions in Nigeria, the government, everybody that thinks human beings should exist and live rightly without their right being infringed upon should come out and support in one way or the other. If you have that support, I can assure you within 6 months, human trafficking in Ghana can be reduced to a minimum of about 10% or 20%. That is to say logistics, that is say shelter, that is say transportation, that is say feeding, that is say about their health. Then the last aspect of it is being reintegrated and what they will do in their different nations. So those ones are the things that we are calling upon the government, the clergies, the institutions, the corporate bodies to come on board. That's the right place to invest your money to save humanity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chief Callistus.
So this is coming from Abby King, and he is saying that this is so touching. I wish these children get back to their roots safely, and then this should also serve as a deterrent to others. And then he's congratulating the anti-human trafficking for the good job you have done. So, yes, I think.
In fact, our discussion on the show today has been quite emotional.
Very much
when you look at this promising young ladies who are supposed to be in school by now, but then they are being moved from their place of originality into a different or a foreign land, only for them to be lured into acts that are totally, actually prohibited to nature, abominable acts. You understand? But then, as the Ghana Police Service, being represented by the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit, doing a wonderful job. This one is to serve as a first-hand evidence to individuals who are watching us to complement the kind of work they are doing. They are not, relenting in their effort to fight or combat human trafficking. And they've said that. But the one takeaway I'm picking away from Chief Callistus is saying that if you fail to fight a crime, the crime will fight you. And so it's a collective effort. We'll have to come together as a unit and then combat this menace that is threatening our peace in society. Subjecting these young ones to this kind of inhumane or degrading situations is totally unacceptable. And we are always admonishing individuals who are watching us that we must be very careful and circumspect in the kind of choices that we make in as much as you are battling poverty, you are struggling in life, doesn't mean that you must just open your arms and be gullible to this kinds of claims coming from unscrupulous persons, for you to end up even at times being killed and all of that. And so it is not unfortunate that this is where we have to bring our conversation on today's edition of the show. Sergeant Tess, I have really learned a lot today.
So much myself.
Personally, I've learned a lot.
Yes.
And once again, let's thank our Nigerian counterparts, people of Nigeria, for their massive support and collaboration with the Ghana Police Service. Super Ayerga keeps saying that human trafficking is a transnational crime. You can't fight it alone as an individual, as an institution. It comes a lot of collaboration and an effort from other agencies. And so let's stay united. Let's stay, close together. Partnered in this particular fight, and we believe that we are going to make series of headway. Away from that, let me send happy birthday going out to Ghana football legend Samuel Inkum. Today happens to be your birthday, and so from us at the Ghana Police Service, particularly GH Police TV. We are wishing Samuel Nkum a happy birthday. We are praying that may God elevate you, give you more energy, more strength for the task ahead. You know, you are into football and you want to give back to society. You are nurturing young ones, young talents, and then you are feeding them into our football industry. And so Samuel Nkum, this one is coming from my very own self, my producer, Chief Inspector Isaac Chumodro, and then all other guys here at GH Police Television. Wishing you happy birthday. If there is any party, please contact us after the show. We'll come back and enjoy with you. So do have fun. Once again, a big thank you to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yohunu, and members of the Police Management Board. Again, a whooping one going out to Director General, Public Affairs Director, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Madam Grace Ansa Akrofi, DSP Richmond Mensah, ASP Mrs. Angela Kumi, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry who works at the Public Affairs Directory. The production team, thanks for the wonderful job for the successful production. Once again, I'm Sergeant Yao Boaiti. But before that, let me quickly give or ingeminate the number given out by the Director Anti-Human Trafficking Units. His personal number 0599 320 664. 0599 320 664, or you can contact any other police station. If you are outside and you want to reach out to us, please use the zip code. It is +233 599 320 664, +233 599 320 664, or any of our emergency lines, 191 18555. Once again, I'm Sergeant Yao Boatin, your host, and I was supported by my colleague, policewoman Sergeant Teresa Addo. We'll come your way same time on Wednesday with the Wednesday edition of the Safe Start Show. Until then, keep enjoying the rest of our programs. It is goodbye for now.